What's good, people? It's the Love Football Connect Football podcast. This one's a special, I'm not going to lie. This one is a special. It's the North London Derby special. We're going to be talking about the North London Derby yesterday. So big up my Arsenal supporters, big up my Tottenham supporters. Shout out Starvin, big up Redz. Those are going to be my two guests today. So yeah, this one's going to be mad because there's been a lot of back and forth today and yesterday. Obviously the score was a bit mad. Arsenal got the beat down. They got the big beat down. We got all the crew rolling in, big up Tank. See what's going on, bro. Yeah, so this is the North London Derby special. Look, man's laughing already, you know. We got my Spurs man in the building as well. Oh, mate. Boy, I don't know what to say in it. I don't know what to say. Them Arsenal man set. Big got the crew rolling in right now. It's a special, yeah? It's a North London Derby special. We got Redz. He's in the building. I've seen him in the building. Come to get my entertainment. Oh, mate. Alright, cool. So, if you don't know, it's a Love Football Connect Football podcast. This is my podcast. I haven't done it for about a week because I couldn't do it. But I had to do it this week because obviously there was a big game yesterday. Big boy game. Tottenham Arsenal. Obviously Tottenham were victorious 2-0. So I just wanted to get, the vibes from the fans. See what I go on. Redz has got a comment there, so we're going to get him on. We're going to get him on now. We're going to get him on and see what he's saying. Because I know he's got to run and play a bit of football later on. So we're going to get him on. So Redz, get yourself ready, bro, because I'm going to bring you in now. Let's see what's going on. Yo, brother. Yo,
can you see me?
I can see you, but are you in the car?
I'm gonna pull over in a second still.
Alright, say that. Say that. Yeah, brother, how are you, bro?
Well, top of the league and that, just chilling. You know what that's like. You've been there. You know what it's like.
We're still there with you, kind of now. You just got better goal.
Yeah, exactly. Best defense in the Prem. Just putting that out there as well, isn't it?
Your daughter saying that.
Big up Mia, hi darling. Yeah.
How you doing, Mia? You okay? Big up.
Little Spurs fan as well. Come on.
Oh, she's Spurs as well, yeah?
Of course she is, bruv.
We say no one's trying to violate the thing.
Oh no, my oldest one kind of defected, but the other two hardcore. You see it.
Oh, saying that. So we got the family in the building as well. Hardcore Spurs supporters. So we say.
Well, North London's blue and white, bruv. It's been that way for a minute though. Like, this ain't nothing new. Do you know what I mean? This ain't no new news. The tide changed a while ago now. You see it?
Yeah.
Like, now, Mourinho is starting to have his stamp now. This is what I'm starting to see and like. But the football isn't amazing. It's not like the Poch football that we're used to. But it's about results now. It's about trophies, and this is what we're moving towards now, isn't it? So let me pull over it in here actually. This is what we're moving towards now. So I'm happy with the progress that's being made right now.
So when you first got Mourinho, when you first got him, what did you think? What was your thinking?
My thinking was Levy is just going for it in terms of the football doesn't matter no more. It's about winning. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it's about now. We've done the pretty thing. We've done the beautiful football. We've been playing beautiful football since the 80s. Do you get what I'm saying? So now it's about winning football, and he's actually kind of succumbed to that now.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we all know that Mourinho's got that winning mentality. He's done it before. He's done it at Inter. He's done it at Porto. He's done it at Madrid. He's done it everywhere he's gone. He's won trophies, isn't it? So we know that he's got that in his pocket. But did you think that his style of play was getting a bit outdated? I
did. And I thought he was getting outdated. He looked tired. He looked frustrated. He looked annoyed. Do you get what I'm saying? So there was a side that was a bit worried. But then it's like, well, this is his last chance in England. he's done Chelsea twice and Man United. There ain't nowhere else for him to go. And when he came to us, there's nowhere else for him to go now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So his family settled here. Even when he was at United, his wife and kids were in London still. So he wants to be here and he wants to be in London. So I kind of like took a little step back from that, and then it was a case of, all right.
Do you think that? Do you think that that factor there with his family being in London and he was in Manchester, maybe played a factor in the way he was acting towards? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like he's unsettled, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a good place to be.
Yeah,
You're up there in a hotel by yourself the whole time. It's you know what I mean? Like, you miss your family. So, yeah, that definitely played a factor in it, I think. And obviously, but there's also the Mourinho 3-year thing, which is he comes in at first, steadies the ship, wins something, if not the first season, then the second season for definite. And then third season, it goes into turmoil. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm kind of expecting that at the moment as well. But, like, right now, I'm just going to go with the happy times. Because right now, we're on our way to looking like we're going to win something this season. Do you know what I mean? We're still in the Carabao Cup. Just about made it through to the Europa League next round. Doing all right in the league at the moment. So, it's all looking good right now. So, I'm happy with that.
And your chances of actually winning the Premier League, or where do you think your chances are with that situation?
But it's still Tottenham, isn't it? Like, I love my team. But we can do it. There's no, like, our squad is actually a very good squad.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, whereas the last couple seasons, we've had a very good first, probably 11 to 13.
Yeah.
Now we've got, like, a good squad.
Yeah.
And competition for places. Like, Aurier is coming like the most improved player of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Højbjerg is like the signing of the season right now. Kane and Son are just breaking records weekly.
Yeah.
So, and we've still got Bale to kind of find his form. And we've got, the subs bench, like, and Ndombele's come on. Ali, if he can fix up and find his form back, that's another great player. Do you get what I'm saying? So, we've got a very good, deep squad at the moment that I'm happy with.
Yeah, I definitely think that he had a very good summer transfer window. I thought he balanced the squad very well in the fact that you've kind of got two players in each position, kind of.
Yep.
So in that, when I saw that, I did think that you lot would be challenging. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that from the beginning. I've said, even on my last few podcasts with speaking with Arsenal guys, I said to them, I think Tottenham are in the hunt. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that you're in the hunt.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm a bit of a pessimistic fan sometimes, because even Dag's got it to me the other day still about.
No, well, you know what? Go on.
Nah, so like, obviously, I'm not trying to put him out on it yet, but same thing with the Champions League, bruv. Like, I never thought we would make it there, but we did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we went for that dodgy pen that messed up the whole match, then it would have been alright. It would have been a better result.
You trying to have a dig, yeah? Bro, just hold your L, bro. Hold your L, bro. No, this ain't aimed at me, yeah?
I'm still bitter over that, bro. I can't even lie.
This has nothing to do with me. It's aimed at me right now, yeah? We'll go with that one later. We'll do another show later on. Huh?
Bullets don't have no names, bro. So when they go, they go.
I say that. When the Liverpool Tottenham thing comes, don't worry. I'll be back on your phone. Don't worry. But yeah, so what about the form of Harry Kane and Son is it's a good partnership right now, bro. Look at it's the best in the league right now, definitely.
Best in the league, 100%. Like, they're on their way to catch who's at the top again? So it's like Lampard and Drogba. That's like got the most kind of
that partnership,
goals and assists. Yeah, like them man are now second. They took over. Funny enough, they took over Henry and Perez with the 2 assists that they had to yesterday. So
yeah, okay.
I heard that little stat there. So
but
they're amazing.
Taking off your Spurs hat, like the turmoil that well, you might as well call it turmoil that Arsenal are in. What do you think about it, and like how do you think they fix it?
Well, they've been in turmoil. They've just covered over with them couple FA Cup wins, really. Like they've been in this since the Wenger out kind of campaigns. Let's see if that's any better. they've been like they've been in turmoil since the Wenger out campaign, really. How they fix it, I don't know. They thought they'd done it, innit? Like, big up Daneo and that, making a whole dub plate for a player. Should have made Party done about Party hard. What happened to him? These guys, bruv.
Oh, mate. Oh, big up to see Dag walking. Big up Dags. What's going on?
I'll try Dags. Yeah, I'm linking him in a minute still.
Oh, man. So you saying like no party hard around here? Party done?
Nah, B. Party done, fam. The man couldn't handle the derby, bruv. He weren't ready. He weren't ready, bro.
They rushed him back, man. They rushed him back. Yeah,
because they need a player like that. But, like, clearly he's just not quite ready yet. Do you know what I mean? But they need a couple things. Like, they thought they had it when they signed the Messiah flipping Aubameyang to a new contract. Obviously, that's not working out right now. You've got Ozil sitting down there doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? They need Ozil on the pitch right now, really.
Do you think that he'd make a difference?
Well, he's a class player still. Like, he will probably need a lot of time to get back his form and fitness and everything, but they need him. They need someone like him anyway.
Yeah.
I'll take Jamie and Dags. Yeah, I'm on my way, boys. I'm just parked up now.
Are they man away for your ball, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to link up in a minute still.
Okay, what time do you think start? 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a little while still. You got a little while. Yeah, boy. So, what are you saying? You think you got a chance of winning the league, yeah? You got a chance.
Yeah, we have got a chance. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, injuries are going to be happening. Other teams aren't really performing how they should do. Man City, I don't know what's going on with them.
But you know what? You look at the table now. Like, you lot are top. I think we got same points as you. And then I think it's like 3 or 4 points underneath. You got City, you got United, and these guys have been playing trash.
Yeah.
So the league is the top 7 are quite close. I think like 7 points, 6, 7 points. Yeah. So it just takes 2 or 3 losses, and then it's wide open again.
It changes around again. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. It's just like it's still very early in it. I don't like talking about who's gonna win the league these times. You know what I mean? It's only 11 games in, 10, 11 games in. Like, everyone's gonna have their dip in form, their injuries, and all the rest of it. So there's no point talking who's gonna win the league right now.
Yeah, because I think the talk on the grapevine is if a Son or a Harry Kane gets injured, then what? Sort of thing.
Oh, we've got Vinicius there, we've got Bale there, we've got Bergwijn, Moura. Do you get what I'm saying? It depends on how long their man are out for. But it's not like we don't have other players that can cover their position. Yeah.
But do you think
that's what I mean by like the signings from this season? That's what's made a big difference for us. Look, we rested how many players for that Europa League game the other day?
Yeah.
Still managed to get the result, even though it was a mad match. Still got the result we needed to get, and we've done that. Like, we've rested Kane, we've rested players this season, and still got our results. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. And the thing is, you need a squad for this sort of league as well, where you're playing the game every 3 days, every 4 days. You need a squad in it to get you through it. So if one of those were to get injured, it's a blow. Yeah. Because every time you bring someone in, you're not going to really, as good as your squad is, they're still not the level of Kane and Son. Do you get what I'm saying? So wherever you bring even Bale, he's not even at that level yet. Do you get what I'm saying? So that would be a massive blow if one of those guys got injured, I feel.
Yeah. It would be, man. But it's bound to happen. It's one of them seasons where we haven't had a pre-season. Man are just now probably getting proper match fit now. There isn't a lot of respite, like you said. Every game's an important game. Every game's a big game at the moment. So it's inevitable someone's going to get hurt at some point.
Yeah.
How we manage that and deal with it.
So, in your thoughts, what do you think the competition is in the league then? If it's not, obviously it's not Arsenal. So
Arsenal have to start talking like
who's your top 4?
Top 4? Whew. Well, obviously I think you lot are there, Liverpool. I think we'll be battling for top 4 standard. Everyone was, again, like, look how Everton start. Everyone was talking about, right, Everton's going to be challenging for top 4. They've kind of fallen off already quickly. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. There was a big gap for them still in the beginning.
But you still got to have City up there, Liverpool, us, and Chelsea, I reckon. I think
And you
that's
don't
what we're
think,
looking at for the top 4.
and we saying Arsenal got no chance to even get back.
But Arsenal needs to start looking at what's happening behind them, yeah, and start worrying about teams like West Ham, and I don't even know what other teams are in that kind of vicinity. I don't even see my phone. There's a problem with my phone, and it doesn't scroll down very far, so I can't really see who they're in amongst. But they need to worry about whoever's around that area and down in the bottom 3, that kind of area there. That's where man needs to be worrying about. Don't worry about what's going on up the top there. You're not ready for that yet.
We got Starvin just joined the chat. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, this ain't a history lesson either, bruv. Allow it. We'll talk about the cups we've all won, and do you know what I mean? If we want to go back in the history books, I'm sure there's some stats I could draw for that show something that we're better than Arsenal, but nobody cares about that. You had your run. It was a good day. No, bruv, the Wenger years were a problem for me. I hated them times there, bro. But it's a different thing now.
So he's saying right now, North London is Tottenham. So he's saying.
Well, it has been for a minute. It's not even like a right now thing. It's been like this for a while now.
We saying last 5 years now?
Yeah, at least. I don't think they've beaten us in the last 6 years, even at our ground at least, anyway.
Yeah. Staff says, "What are you doing now?" As in, what are you doing now?
I don't know. Do you want? I've got Google in it, because have a look at the table, see what we're doing now. See what you're doing now. I don't know. What are you doing now? We're talking about Arteta out already, bruv. Like, he just won the FA Cup the other day. Like, you know, I don't know. But to be fair, they've done well to win the FA Cup. I don't even count the Community Shield, but some of them do.
Like, one thing they have been is consistent in winning trophies.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be, it might not be the Premier League every year, but they've won quite a few FA Cups in the last few years.
They have. And well,
so I think their argument to Tottenham people would be, well, obviously our cabinet's got trophies in it, but your cabinet ain't none.
Yeah, there is that, but with Mourinho at the helm, this is what I'm talking about. These things are going to change. I personally believe this season we're going to win something, if not more than one thing.
And would you be disappointed if you did win nothing?
Yes. That's what we brought Mourinho in for, specifically to win trophies. At this point in time, I'll be honest, I'll take any cup right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to kind of break that, get the duck off the back, or whatever they call it, and just get moving. Do you get what I'm saying?
They always say winning one trophy or your first trophy then brings you on to win other trophies in the future, innit? That's always
there you go. That's it. Yeah.
Big up Jamie. Right. Jamie, what team is Jamie support? Arsenal?
No, he's He's Liverpool.
Oh, he's Liverpool? Yeah, I lie. Yeah, he's Liverpool. Yeah. He's Liverpool for true. Yeah. For true.
I know. His accent kind of gives it away a little bit. Like yours.
Yeah, cause I was thinking, what are you talking about? Yeah, because he said don't sleep on United, but United, boy.
Yeah. Nah, United's got. I just saw a thing today. Pogba wants to leave now.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, he wants to leave.
PSG. Basically, PSG. He's getting PSG.
Nah, he's talking Madrid or Juventus, I think.
He better leave Madrid alone. Yeah, leave that place alone. But let's leave Spain alone right now. Yeah. Right now, it's looking peak for them over there in Spain.
Both of them, both Barca and Madrid is looking peak for them right now.
All right, Red. So what I'm going to do is, because you're out still, you're not got ball for another 40 minutes. I'm going to bring Starvin in, and then I'll bring you back in it.
Cool, my bro.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me get Starvin. All right, cool. Speak in a bit. Cool. So big all the people that's joining in. It's a Love Football Connect Football podcast, and it's a North London Derby special with myself, X-Rated, Love Connection in the building. Big old my crew that's logged in right now. Starvin, we're going to get you in, yeah? So let me just request you. So big up my brother, my fam, Starvin. He's going to roll in now. Let's see what he's got to say on his defense. Yo!
Wagwan. Wagwan,
fam.
Bro, I just caught the last bit of Redz' thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen. We talking about...
What's it?
No, man trying to take...
What's it? I'm going to let you take the floor. I'm not going to say nothing until you do what you say. Go ahead.
Right. I've got the last little bit of his thing, yeah? I don't know what he's talking about. I didn't really tune in, because them man ain't got nothing to say. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but they won yesterday. But I'll be honest with you, it'll be finished after, 48 hours? No one will be talking about it no more. Be real with you, no one ain't talking about it no more. It's done. It's history. Like he says, it's not a history lesson. It doesn't matter. I asked him, what is he doing now? He said, I think we're going to win something this season. I hear that every season we win. Every season, we hear next season, watch. And it's the truth. Am I lying? Every single season, they say the same thing. The same thing. All right. Their season's basically based upon beating Arsenal, innit? Once we beat Arsenal, what's it? We beat Arsenal. Bragging rights. Cool. But do something about it. When we beat them man there, blood, I remember when we beat them man there, it's a little while ago still, 2014, I remember.
The last time you beat them?
No, but I'm saying where it meant something, innit? Because they're beating us, and the only thing it's giving them is a top 4 finish, innit? All right, then, cool. No one will remember top 4. We've already established that in the Arsenal 4th try, they laughed at us all the time. But when we beat them man there, it means something. We've won the league when we beat them man there before Invincibles, straight. We've won the FA Cup because we even beat you, man, in the same in that same competition in that same year. We had to get through you, I think Everton and Spurs, and then we beat Hull in the final. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. But do something about it, Redz. You Tottenham supporters, if you're going to beat us, make sure you do something about it. Make sure at the end of the season you can say, we beat Arsenal and we picked up the league title as well, or we beat Arsenal and we picked up an FA Cup. Their last trophy was, bro, I swear Tank said it. Jay, I swear he said it, Worthington Cup. It's not even called Worthington Cup no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Call a couple something. Them man there. And he had the cheek to tell me, the viewers, I ain't gonna mention Community Shield. Bro, you have to talk about that. Because that's between the 2 top teams in the domestic league. Get me? The FA Cup is the oldest cup in football history, English football history, brethren. And we've got it 14 times. It's a record. I just want to know what records they got.
So, all right. So, taking off your Arsenal hat if you can.
No, I can't.
If you can, just leave it for 5 seconds. Just take it for 5 seconds, yeah? Do you think Tottenham have got a chance of winning the league?
This season?
Yeah.
Only because of Corona. It's mad. It's mad at it.
Oh, because the season's a bit mad, you think that's why they've got a chance?
Blood. It's a COVID season, dog. It's mad. You see what happened last season with you, man. You man not win nothing. You man not win league titles, fam. You won the league title. You know what I'm saying? We won the FA Cup, but we do this thing. This ain't, but wait, 1 second. This ain't about Liverpool and Arsenal, you know. This ain't about Liverpool and Arsenal. You're in the front of my face. I'm just saying, innit? You know me.
This ain't about Liverpool. This ain't about Liverpool. Because the last time you won the league was 16 years ago. So let's not get into that.
It weren't 30 though.
Let's not get into that.
It weren't 30 though.
Let's not get into that. And you got no European trophy. So let's not get into that. Let's me and you have a debate. Let's not me and you have a debate. Let's not me and you have a debate.
We've got Champions League, but we've got European trophies, bro. Don't take the piss. Yeah, we've got European trophies, bro.
But we got the Fairs Cup. Don't piss me off.
You said we haven't got no European trophies. We've got European trophies.
Don't piss me off. We got the Fairs Cup, bro. Don't piss me off.
Anyway, can we carry on saying what you're saying? What are you saying, though? What are you saying, now, innit?
What I'm saying is, do you think Spurs can win, without it being obviously, he said it's a COVID season?
Their squad?
Yeah, what do you think about their squad?
The reason why I say no, because the only major difference between Spurs now and Spurs when they always come close and finish third and all them things there, is they've got Mourinho in that is a serial winner. Yeah, straight. That's the only difference. Other than Mourinho, brethren, they've got Kane, and they've had Kane for God knows how long. I'm surprised Kane ain't tried to dust. Because I was such a leg man like Kane. Because you man say Kane is this, Kane is that, golden boot, and all them things there. You're supposed to go to a club where you can say, you know what, son? Look at my cabinet. This is what I've won in my playing career. What's he going to tell his youth them? Golden boot. What did you win with your team? Golden boot. That's you, Dad. That's just you. What did you win with your team? But yet, they're trying to say that the power is shifted. But I don't understand. Because there needs to be some success with that. There's got to be something there. You can't just say you've beaten Arsenal how many times every single season and you do nothing about it. Nothing. Yeah. Like it begins. Listen, it's 11 games in, you know. When he said about people are talking about Arteta, them man and the Arsenal supporters, Bridget, I'll leave them man there, bro. Because them man there were talking about Aubameyang, you get me? And then now we ain't doing nothing. Get rid of him and shit. That's basically what they're saying. Forget them man there. It's long. You see what I'm trying to say to you?
So okay, what do you think? What's your thoughts on Arsenal at the moment and what's happening? Like, what do you think is going wrong?
There's been a divide. There's something wrong. We turned into a financial feeder club years ago with Wenger, innit? Them man, they're just happy with finishing top 4 and making papers, innit? And the board are happy with Wenger, innit? And with Wenger, it come on, using the job for like 20 years, man, over 20 years. For you to walk away from that's hard, innit? So we're stubborn. Do you get me? There's change now. The transformation, it's hard. It's hard because you lot have seen it as well. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? For you to get a right manager in, you can't be screaming Arteta out. For what? Because when Arteta came in, we were happy. He sorted out the defence. I think he worked so hard on the defensive aspect of it, thinking that we're still going to be able to score goals. But we had problems with scoring goals and defending. You get me? He's just sorted out one part of our game, yeah? And now it's looking like he hasn't even sorted it out now because there's no more body in that team. There hasn't even really been a body. There's no leaders. When we're playing well, we play well. And when we're playing well, we can beat anyone on our day. But I come like anybody. You get me? But see, Aston Villa thump up, man, 7-2 and them things they won their days. Mad. You get me? So anyone on their day can do their thing.
This guy is shots, you know.
What?
Carry on, go. Carry on.
Sorry, you get me? But I'm just saying, anyone on their day, yeah, can beat anybody on their day. You know? We know that already.
Yeah, definitely.
And at the moment, the team that we've got is not great and it's not good enough to win the league. No, I think it was good enough to get into that top 4 before all this madness happened. But the games that we've lost and who we've lost to, I can't respect that. I can't respect the Leicester performance. Yeah, it come like we wasn't at the Emirates. I think we played with 2 holding midfielders. Like, go out there and laying them down quickly. Do you know their way there, bro? Like, I don't understand what happened there. As for the flipping Villa game, like, my head's just scratching me now. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you. Do you get me? Yeah? And
Jack Grealish happened, no?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? And yeah, and as for the Tottenham game, anyone that watched that game, even Redz saw that game. You lot were just happy you got the 3 points. But if you watched the game, the funny thing about it is Merson actually predicted what was going to happen.
Yeah, he did.
For the game.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
And I didn't even watch that prediction first because I wanted to just watch it and think, you know what, Arsenal, I felt confident about going into that game because it's not about form. It's on the day, innit? And I thought the fans didn't do enough for Tottenham. I've watched the game since the fans have been back. You get me? Them fans were doo-doo. You get me? Didn't spare them or nothing. Them men just cheered when Son scored his goal, and I can't say nothing about Son's goal. Worldy, innit? Like, and that's another thing as well, is when you watch these football matches back and you see these goals and they start talking about or analysing it and whose fault was it, whose mistake it was, you can't really say nothing some of the times when it's a goal like that. You can say our party could have probably come a little bit closer to him. Holding should have probably gone closer to him, but then Holding had the man on his right, running across, so he's trying to jockey. It was a mad thing, to be honest with you. It was a good goal. You couldn't do nothing.
What do you think about, because, okay, like you said, yeah, Arteta shored up the defence pretty well. I think over the last 6 months, I think you've been defending quite decent. Like,
we have been.
And then why did he play like that against Spurs? Why didn't he just keep it the same way he's been playing? Because we know that Mourinho is not going to attack you guys. We know that. He's going to play on the counter attack. So why have you gone so gung ho, knowing that you haven't got the creativity to break it down?
I don't think we did go so gung ho. If you really watched the game, do you know what I mean? Everything was tight, and we did everything down the flanks. Do you get me? I just think we just never. There's no confidence. I'll give you one example that shows you our confidence. Yeah, on the Bamyang as well. I can't remember. Did you watch the game?
Bits of it, yeah. Most of it.
There's a part of it. It was even on Match of the Day. So if you watch Match of the Day, you might have even seen it. I can't remember who played the ball into a Bamyang. He got the ball in the 16-yard box. Anyone that is a striker, top goal scorer for your team, you've got a license to skin him and bang blood. Straight. Yeah? Shift the ball at half a yard and take a shot on. He held on to the ball, did like he didn't want it, then he done the roll back heel to Saka for him to cross the ball in and the attack went down. That happened also in the game before then, at the Emirates. I can't remember who against who was it? Wolves. Same thing happened again. Yeah. My guy had the opportunity to come inside and hit it on his right foot, curl it bottom corner, whatever, like on risk or whatever. He ain't doing that. He's got no confidence. Now, when your top striker, is not confident, it means someone else needs to step up. Yeah. No one else ain't stepping up at the moment. The people that want to step up are the people that Arteta's not prepared to play. Why? Because they haven't got the experience. The youth man them. You get me? I'm not saying you man them are any better, but you know what? Playing with heart alone, playing for that badge, you'll go out there and perform better than half of them first teamers out there. You get me? And I think Willock is a really good player as well, and he's proved himself in the Europa League. And I think when he came into that game, I think it's a game against Wolves, he struggled because I think he thought to himself, right, I've been given this opportunity now, I've got to go in there and shine and do my thing. Do you get me? And he was trying a bit too hard, but I can't blame him.
But then Europa League levels and Premier League levels totally different.
It's totally different, but you're playing with confidence, though, isn't it? And to be honest with you, if you're a confident player and you're out there and you're feeling as if you can actually do something on that pitch, it don't matter who you're playing against, man. You're going to look like you're playing a good game. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? We are struggling at the moment because we've got no... At first, I thought we had an identity, and I still think we got a bit of an identity still there with Arteta, but social media is a killer for all, man. Do you know what I mean? For them players and Arteta to wake up and see the rippings, bro. Like, I'm waking up in the morning, I'm getting ripped by gal. Gal don't even really on the football thing. And I'm waking up and I'm seeing memes and all this thing. It's mad. So imagine them seeing it. They're probably thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Arteta's thinking to himself, what have I got myself into? But I honestly think that the squad that we've got in the youth players and everything else, this can change. We just win 2 games on a bounce. Yeah. Well, not 15th no more. 15th sounds fuckery as well, blood, because there's 20 people in that league. It's not nice.
15th, and if Brighton win, which they're winning 1-0, you're going to go 16th.
Do we?
Yeah.
Mad. Yeah.
Might be a relegation thing.
No. Yeah, Roy Keane's an idiot as well for saying that.
Well, what did he say?
But he was talking on Sky Sports. I just asked him a question about Arsenal, not to do relegation, and he said his little piece for about a minute. Then he said, "Yeah, I think they'll do enough to stay up, though." And it was so rude, bro. I went to punch him through the TV. They all started laughing in there.
Roky's smoky still, but he got smoke for everyone.
He's cheeky, but
he got smoke for everyone.
On the road, though, X-Man, like, something's going wrong, but it's gone wrong with United. It's gone wrong at Liverpool. It's gone wrong at Tottenham. It goes wrong everywhere. And the reason why it's so much on us is because of flipping that Robbie, you, and AFTV. Yeah?
What, you blame them?
That's the reason why people are ripping us so much. I blame them, brethren. They were the laughing stock because of that, bruv. We're the laughing stock. Bruv, you know that already. Fox's daughters used to come home and say, did Arsenal lose today because I want to watch AFTV? It's jokes. Come on, bruv. That's not what it was for. It wasn't for jokes. Do you get me? It wasn't for jokes. And they're embarrassing us now, bro. You get me? Because they're giving them a platform for people to laugh at us. And you think you can go out there and talk and say, oh, what do you think we should do? People are chatting rubbish on there every week. We start winning, then all of a sudden, I told you, we'll be back. We're back. Yeah, it is banter. It is banter, but it's banter on us, Jay. It's banter on us. It's what I'm trying to say to you. It's not nice. It hurts sometimes, to be honest with you. I'll be real with you, bro. I'm an Arsenal fan, loyal. You see what I'm trying to say to you? And some of these people out here that are chatting about Arsenal, and even some of the fans that are chatting about Arsenal, we're shit. I think it's more than just saying we're shit, because I don't think it's got nothing to do with that. Football is, a lot of it is about confidence, innit, and belief. And at the moment, they're playing with none of it. None of it. And we got Burnley on the weekend, and I don't know what's going to happen on Burnley on Sunday.
So do you think, I hear a lot of the Arsenal fans talking about the board and all that stuff, and giving money, obviously backing the managers, giving them money to buy players, obviously. Yeah. You got Party in the summer, but you was meant to go for Awa, you never got him because they never funded it. Like, what do you think about all that?
But again, that was difficult because I think we needed to have a certain amount of homegrown players. And that's why he had to admit 2 people from the squad, and he admitted Guendouzi and Ozil. Yeah. You get me?
Yeah.
And with the board, again, the board have still got to adjust to the new way, because they've been happy for how many years where Wenger weren't asking for no peas. You get me? He was working with scraps. He was finding some talent in France when all the good players were coming out of France. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Coming out of France, and he was selling them for more. And we were doing, I think we became a financial feeder club, innit? We made peas, and Wenger helped the club to do that, build the new training facilities and all of that as well. Do you get me? So
yeah,
the board has definitely got something to do with it. Don't get it twisted. But they've given Arteta the manager title now, of course. So he's involved in flipping the contracts and buying and selling of players and whatever. He's only had what, 1 transfer window? Just someone there, innit?
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
And it was a COVID transfer window where it was difficult, and it's mad. He hasn't even had a full year, and people should call him for his head already. Like, it don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. Like, Emre definitely, I wasn't an Emre fan from the start. I never believed him when he started talking. And in a way, I'm kind of, I could never say I'm glad that we lost to Tottenham, but in a way, I'm kind of glad we're in the position that we're in right now, because they'll be papering over the craps. You get me? Like, we'll be thinking, yeah, we're doing all right, but really we're not. A bit like Man United at the moment. You get me? They've won a couple of games. They were losing to Southampton and come back win 3-2. You get me? They've done. You get me? They beat PSG away from home, but they were lost to that Turkish team. You get me? Like, you don't know which team's gonna turn up. There's still definitely something wrong at United, but obviously where they are in the league, it doesn't look like there's any problems. Marlon's an idiot, you know. Why is Marlon's an idiot, Richard? Yeah.
As soon as he come in the room, he just started war, you know.
That man is an idiot. Yeah.
Big up K levels as well. What's going on? Man United support in the building. What's good? So what does Arteta do, Starvin? What does he do? What does he do? Because like he said, half the fan base are calling for his head. The board ain't backing him. How he wants to be backed.
The board ain't. I don't even think you can turn around and say the board ain't backing him, because if Emre was there, we wouldn't have got Partey. We wouldn't have been linked to no please, and we would have probably got. We're trying to get that next shoot as well from. Oh God, my son was even telling me about him, but I don't want to pay attention to nothing. You know what upsets me is when all these people are linked to, link, and we don't never get them. Yeah, I think Arteta just needs to keep on going. He's got to somehow get Aubameyang scoring again. I think he's got to be brave. Yeah, and I think one thing that Fergie probably used to do before they didn't care who you was, he'd drop you, bruv. Do you get me? And I think
if he drops Aubameyang, who, like you said, it's like the team hasn't got confidence right now. So even if he puts in a Lacazette, or if he puts in a Nketiah, or who does he put in?
Bruv, he can, bruv. You know how I'm waiting to come back? Martinelli, bruv.
He's a good player.
And the reason why I say Martinelli is because, obviously, me and you play soccer before, you get me, blood? Yeah? So you know, and how man play the game. Man's tenacious, innit? I'm running down everything. Like, I don't want to lose, innit? Yeah? And Martinelli is hungry. He's a goal scorer. He wants to fight for the team. I think we need more of that. There's no fight. When Arteta first came in, we were all pressing. Everyone was running to the ball. It seems like they've gotten tired already. Do you get me?
But the thing is, you know, that style of play, it's not easy, you know.
It's not easy. And that's why they say Pep doesn't last too long at clubs, because the teams eventually become tired. And City, obviously, you can see them starting to become, it is tiresome, 100%. But Arteta just land. I get them, man, are not used to playing like that. But listen, when we was doing that, things were going well for us. Do you get me? And then obviously we come back from the break in March into June now. And then we lost our first game back, which was against Manchester City. But before that, we was doing okay. We hadn't lost the game, but we were drawing our games. We weren't conceding, really. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So I just personally think Arteta, he needs to be brave, and he needs to just somehow... He's new to this thing, innit? But he just needs to just somehow make sure... He's just got to give them, man, their confidence, bro. He just got to give... I don't know what's going on with Aubameyang, bro. Like, I don't know. He signed the thing. It's like he signed the thing on... It's like he signed the thing to say, yeah, I'm going to kick soon and get paid peas. Because I don't understand what it is. Because since he signed it, Bridget, I don't think he scored a goal.
Yeah, but it's pressure though as well, isn't it? Like, it's just like a big money signing. If you're paying 80 million and 90 million for a guy, Pepe, for example. Like, it's pressure, innit? Like, the 72 million price tag on his shoulder. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. He can't really free up himself because it's pressure, innit? Like, he's thinking every time he comes on, he's got to do something extravagant for him to be... Do you get what I'm saying?
But he ain't even doing nothing, dog. Nothing, dog. Like, at least... You see one thing about Lacazette, and a lot of people used to say to me, like, nah, Starv, you're mad. Lacazette, I used to say I would rather him on the pitch than Aubameyang, yeah? And people say, what, are you mad? Aubameyang gets us goals. All right, then. But now Aubameyang's not getting us no goals. What is he giving us?
Yeah, Lacazette's more of a worker. Lacazette, he's more of a worker.
Yeah, and I think Arteta did well. I noticed Europa League, but he played him in that number 10 position, so he could play Eddie, number 9. And Arteta naturally does that anyway. He always comes deep into midfield to try and get the ball, hold it up, play up, and try and link up with the players. Yeah,
he's like a Bobby Firmino mode, isn't it? Like a Bobby Firmino mode, that sort of mode.
Hey, Darren needs to shut up, bro. You get me, Carl? That's his first time. That's another Liverpool man there. You get me?
Yeah, come on, big up my Liverpool fans in the building, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. We're not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah. Listen.
Come on.
No, but on a real X, like this season is crazy, and I can guarantee it by give it another. All right, cool. Mid-January, yeah, things are going to be much different.
We say Spurs drop off.
Spurs won't be doing as good. Arsenal will be doing better. I'm not sure we'll be top of the league. Probably Chelsea.
Make sure you know what you're saying, you know, because remember this is on video, you know.
No,
so man can go back and quote the thing.
Yeah, man can go back and quote the thing. Man can go back and quote the thing because what Tottenham do all the time, somehow, some shape. Remember the year that Leicester won it, Tottenham should have won that.
Yeah, they should have won it still.
And they come third.
Yeah, they should have won it. They bought it.
We come second. And we never gloating about that. But these Tottenham men gloat about things like this. Their premature celebrations, cool, go on with it, you know. Because all this is premature celebrations. 11 games in, and they're gassed. How many people have been top of the league this season already? It don't mean nothing. Talk to me 20 games in. When it's 18 games left, it's looking like, okay.
Yeah.
About my blood. Who's it? Marlon used to just... Can you not?
Marlon.
You're not taking
that? All right, because them man are going to go football in it, so I'm going to get you back in. Let me see what Redz is going to say now, and then I'll get you back in about 10. Yeah? All right, stop. Cool, bless. Redz, just give me a... if you're still there, I think he's still there. Redz, just give me a comment if you're still in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to get you back on quickly before I know you started. You're going to start football in a bit. So if you're still in the chat now, just send me a little comment. I'll get you back on quickly before you start ball. So right now, I said North London Derby special. Got the man them in the building. We got Marlon Bashman. I'm going to have to get you on as well, you know, because I know you had to talk that Spurs talk as well, you know. We got my Spurs fans in the building right now. We got the Man United supporters in the building as well. We got my Liverpool squad in the building. All right, let's get Redz back on quickly before he goes ball. It's the Love Football Connect Football Podcast, North London Derby special. Redz!
Yes.
We say.
You got Marlon, well gone.
We say.
Bruv, I got a little bit bored, I can't lie. The man was moaning, bruv.
Huh?
Like, the thing is, it's about this season, what is your team going to do? I've said what my team's going to do. I've put it out there, we're going to win something this season. We have to win something this season. Do you get what I'm saying? And we're on track to do so.
Yeah.
Like, what's Arsenal's actual, like, targets this season now? Really? You've lost, what is it, 6 games out of 9 or 10?
I think top 4 can still be doable for them, though.
For Arsenal, you think so?
Yeah, I think so, because the league is very unpredictable this year, and anyone could be anyone. They only need like 2 or 3.
Very true.
They only need 2 or 3 wins, and they're kind of back in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
That is true. But I can't see them as a top 4 team. Do you know what? Like, I didn't realise that Arteta's now actual manager. Yeah? Yeah,
he's not the coach anymore, he's manager now. Yeah.
Right. So now I expect to see Ozil come January, I expect to see him back in the Prem squad now. Because from my understanding, there's a lot of political stuff around Ozil and the things that you were saying, and that's one of the reasons why he's not playing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but he's needed. You can see they're desperate for them man there. Aubameyang can't do anything. Like he's just not showing he's got the form. He's got the money now, and he's just chilling. He's done a flipping Adebayor on them. But
the thing is, when I speak to, I've had a few Arsenal fans on this over the past few weeks, and when I speak to them, half of them or 3/4 of them say they don't want Ozil back in the squad. For me, it doesn't make sense for me, because for me, he would bring that little piece of creativity that they're lacking.
Yeah, 100%. He'll bring up a couple of the other players as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about what he necessarily does. He will just do little bits and pieces, and that'll bring other men, give them some confidence to try to do something else, try and like push the team on a little bit. A little bit of quality goes a long way, man, and they're lacking in it right now. So they should be happy to take anything, to be fair.
So what do you think? What is your comments on the fact that Starvin was saying, 1-1 Brighton, Southampton, so they might stay 15th?
Okay. Well,
at the moment, that could change.
At the moment, that could change.
The fact that you guys won no trophy in a long time.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, I've said that already. You know what I'm saying? I've done said already. This season, I'll take any trophy to get it moving, to just get that monkey off our back and just get it moving again. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need to do, is just win anything. So I'll take Carabao. We're in the quarters of that. We've got Stoke next, I think. like I said, Europa is what I'd really want this season. Just to have a little, you know what I mean? European team. We've done it before. As the two clubs, we're the first team to actually win a proper European trophy. I don't even know what trophy that Arsenal won. What trophy is that?
What's that? The European one?
Yeah.
But the Fairs trophy or something like that, or cup winning cup or something, but it's a long time ago, but no, the trophy don't even exist no more, man. The trophy don't exist.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll take Europa League right now, bro. Like, I'll take anything right now. I just want to win something, and then, because I know that's just going to breed more winning. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, Mourinho will be like, hopefully he will stay and just see a couple years through and with some success. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is a European trophy, Jamie. No, I'm not even listening to you, man. Just because you, man, won the Champions League a couple of times. That's what I'm saying about you, man. Yeah, no, you can't chat them about European trophies, though. To be fair, no one can't chat about European trophies. But Premier League, yeah, we're not great. We won one. But European trophies, but no one can chat, but I'll be honest with you, but I think if you look, and then Nottingham Forest, innit? But look at Nottingham Forest now, nobody cares about them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're not Nottingham Forest League, though, to be fair, though, but I was going to say that a bit calmly, you know what I mean, man? But you know what? Big all the people that's locked into this chat. Next year, I'm going to have this thing on a bigger profile. We're going to have it where all the man them can come on it together. So it's going to be a mad thing next year. So we're going to sort that out, definitely. So what time you want to go and get ready for ball now, Redz?
Yeah, let me go and get myself ready. I forgot warm up.
All right, cool. Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming on, yeah? I'm going to get Starvin back in the year.
As well. Big up, bruv. Love it.
All right, bud. Love, bro.
We have to do this live sometimes, too.
No, we're going to, next year, definitely, we're going to get that sorted. Everyone live, you get me?
Bless up, bruv.
All right, brother. Bless. Cool.
Easy.
We got Marlon Bashman now. What's he saying now? Well, like us Liverpool. Brother, I'm going to get you on later on as well, you know, because you like to talk as well. Star, I'm going to get you back in. Jamie, big up, yeah? Cool. We got Dags as well. Yo,
Dag.
Yeah.
Big up.
Why are you firing shots in the chat, bro? Why? What? This is not nothing to do with me, bro.
No, I'm just. But that's angry. You can support Torquay, blood, and I'll be telling you about your stadium. I don't care, blood. You see what I'm saying? Man, no, when you value on this thing, you know what I'll go on for.
What?
Yeah.
Like I said, next year I'm gonna have the proper setup thing where every man is gonna be on the thing at the same time, innit? So we're gonna have it proper from next year. Yeah. So this is just a little thing.
Next year, man, we'll be back to being Arsenal, the Arsenal that we know. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's gonna be this season though. It's not next season. It's gonna be this season.
Yeah,
it's gonna be this season.
Yeah, next year, 21, innit? That's what I'm saying, bro.
But beginning of next year, it's gonna be a mad thing.
I'm saying this season. Watch, this is just a madness right now, innit? It's a madness. But to answer Red's question, he said, "All right, you know, I was moaning, I was going in." No, I was just letting man know, innit? I was speaking in it, but you never asked me that question in regards to what we're gonna do this season. Now, because we're going through a transitional period, standardly, and to answer that question, our aim this season isn't to win the Premier League because that's not realistic. Tottenham's aim should be to do that because they've been trying since '61. You get me? And they still can't do it.
That's a 61, you know.
That's the truth. 61, I think it was. They won the league title, Div 1. You know their way there, and they're still struggling to even do it again. They came close with Poch. And the joke thing about it is they got Poch in like he was a top-way manager, but I want someone to tell me right now in the chat that's listening, or even you, or Google it, ask Google or Siri or whatever. You get me? What has Poch won as a manager?
Poch he hasn't won anything, has he?
Oh, but
he hasn't won anything.
But he went to Tottenham.
I think what it is, his style of play is attractive. Number one, even though he didn't win them nothing at Tottenham, it furthered them from where they was. Do you agree with that? But
the closer they got, they still didn't win that title. So they've got Mourinho in right now because their aim now, it should be to win a title. It shouldn't be to finish in the top 4 because they've been doing it while we've been on sabbatical from Champions League. You get me? Them man there.
Is that what you call it?
It's sabbatical. We don't want to be in there right now. We've got things going on.
Oh, you don't want to be there?
We're trying to sort out. trying to sort things out, innit? Man can't be going in there and getting thumped up by Munich and all them funny teams there.
We did the 5-1s and that.
Blood, it can't be happening, innit? So obviously, but on a real, like he's supposed to be, his ambition right now as a Tottenham supporter should be, right, we need a trophy now, like he said, to get that monkey off their back. Obviously, he spoke about the Carabao Cup. Again, if we had won that Carabao Cup, no one would be saying anything about us, innit? It's a Carabao Cup, we'll diss it. He said he wouldn't say that about the Community Shield. So to be honest with you, him winning that, he's never going to get the monkey off their back, but he's going to do all right for them, because I think the last...
Do you not think? Because I think in the past, I think when he's won that cup, he's gone on to win a few trophies. Mourinho, I'm talking about.
Mourinho, that's what I'm trying to say to you. So I'm saying him just winning that alone, it's not going to get the monkey off their back. He has to win the Europa League, Premier League, or the FA Cup, innit? It's as simple as that. And there's three trophies: Europa League, Champions League, and then you've got the Premier League and FA Cup really that you really want to be winning. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? He's got to try and do that. If he doesn't do that, then everything that they've been doing to me since yesterday at about 6:30, and all the messages and memes that's out there that's being sent to my phone, and all of them madness there, bro, means nothing. Because at the end of the season, they would have finished where? Not first. At the end of the season, they wouldn't have won that Europa League. At the end of the season, they wouldn't have lifted the FA Cup. They'd be playing in the Community Shield. You get me? Next season. So do
you think this season, if they don't win something this season, do you think it's failure then?
Of course. Because their ambition, their aim was to win something. So if your aim is to win something and you don't win nothing, how have you succeeded? Our aim is to try and get back into that top four, and I'm glad what you said to him before. It's absolutely doable. Wenger used to say all the time, it's mathematically possible, isn't it? Like, cool, man, not give up until it just looks like it's a total myth. But, bro, we're 11 games into the season, and it's like 11 points between us and top or something like that. You get me? Like, it's nothing major. Someone else has a week where they've lost a game or 2 games or a loss and a draw, and we've won 2. Bro, we're back into 8. If we had beaten Wolves and then beaten Tottenham, we'd be in the top 4. But when we was playing against Wolves, we're already 12th. And we could have gone into, if I can remember, 6th or 7th. And we would have... So it is so mad at the moment. Truly, we're looking like we're not doing well at the moment, but we've got more of a chance of finishing the top 4 that Tottenham have of winning the Premier League. Personally. And anyone disagrees with me, I don't understand it. We've got you've got a better chance of finishing the top 4 than they have of winning the league. Yeah. Why do you say they've got any better chance of winning that Premier League, knowing how hard it is? It took you 30 years, fam. So don't think winning the league is easy. It ain't. It's hard work because you got to be consistent. Right. Top 4, we ain't been consistent before, and we've won it. We've got into the top 4, sorry. Man did it on the last day of the season when all the Tottenham man they got sick at West Ham. You see what I'm saying? We weren't consistent. We just about did it. So it's doable. So for us to finish in the top 4 in the position that we're in right now and how the league is right now, it is much more doable than Tottenham winning the league. I can see Arsenal winning it. Listen, if anyone's a betting, if you was a betting person, you had to choose one of them bets, which bet would you choose? Yeah, I'd find it difficult to do both, any of them, to be honest with you. Oh, no, but if you had to choose, like I had to take off my Arsenal hat. Well, I've always said from the beginning of this season when I looked at their summer and the players they brought in, I said they was in the running to win it. I did say that. I said it from the beginning. Would you bet on them or would you bet on Arsenal? Right now, how things are, yeah, you can say forget at the beginning of the season. Just right now how things are. So I'm not even saying to you, I go back to when we was in a better position. Right now how things are right now, how the league is, results are going, fans coming back in, whatever. All of the things. If you could make a bet on Arsenal to finish in the top 4 or Tottenham to win the Premier League, which bet would you put your money on? That's a difficult one, man. I'll probably go with the Arsenal getting in the top 4 because Tottenham haven't done it. They haven't had the experience of winning the league. Can you give me a or something, please? No, you want a bar? Sorry, you want a bomb? Man said, can you get a sound effect? This guy, you know, he's too much, you know. No, real talk. No, because people need to understand. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. Right. So that means they're laughing at us right now. It's cool. Man's tough skin. Man can take that laughter. It's all right. Do you get me? It's all right. But man's laughing with Prem titles in our cabinet. You get me? Man's laughing with all of that, dog. You see what I'm trying to say to you? We're laughing with trophies in the last 5 years. Do you get me? Them man, they are laughing because they've beaten us. And they've got bragging rights once again and think North London's theirs. When last Arsenal make top 4? This is the 4th season now, 5th season. The more times you've been inside it, how long have you been in Champions League? We've never been in there at the same time, I don't think. No, I don't think you have actually. No, when you got dropped out, they come in. I'm about a bloody cheek. What, bro? Because certain man don't want to bet on your team, Marlon. I've asked
Top
everyone,
seven.
what's that? Bro, I beg you any money. Put that on your thing, yeah? Put that on your list. I want to put it on my page because it's long. Because Pierre asked him, I'll be like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. I want to put it somewhere and ask that question. That's a very good question. It's made up before. Yeah. If you had to put your money on right now, Arsenal finishing in the top 4 at the end of the season and Tottenham winning the league, where would the votes go? Sky Sports should do that blood clot, pole blood, and see what happens. You get me? Yeah, they all want not, bro, about 25, 30, maybe 35% would bet on Tottenham winning that Premier League.
Yeah, only because they haven't done it before. So it's not easy. Like you said, it's not easy. You have to be consistent.
Easy, and you've still got other teams doing their thing. But top 4 is not going to be difficult because it takes a few teams just to not do what they're supposed to be doing and man can sneak inside there. Every time we snuck inside there, it's been 4th.
But to be fair, you guys should have got it last season. You lot bottled it.
Thank you very much. But then he had other plans and he thought, let me just go and thump up Chelsea. You get me? Europa League, simple. Yeah? That's it. He just said, fuck it, all right, cool. We can't get into the top 4 right now. Let's at least get Europa League. We'll just beat up Chelsea.
When did you finish last year in the league? 8th?
No. Yeah, 8th, sorry. 8th.
So the FA Cup got you Europa League?
Yeah. Right. So our position was to be messed up. When we came back from the break, that's what messed us up, innit? It was in a decent position. We had the Corona break, come back in June, lost to City. I can't remember who, and then we lost another game after dinner, and then we did a little thing, and then we lost to someone else. It was just a myth after them. We thought, you know what, let's just focus on this FA Cup. Do you get me? Who did we beat in the semis in the FA Cup again?
City, innit? You beat City.
That's it. We beat City. So I'm saying to you. Yeah. So listen, we can put it this way. Also can have a successful season regardless of yesterday's result.
And what do you regard as a success now? Where Arsenal are right now?
Either finishing in the top 4, yeah, or winning another trophy. I don't think just finishing in Europa League position is going to be enough because that's what we've been doing, innit? So it has to be another trophy, yeah, or finishing in the top 4. And even if it's another FA Cup again, man can diss all they want, but there's 2 trophies in England that people want their hands on. You get me? And you can't deny that one day. So to be honest with you, that will still be a successful season, in my opinion. You're winners. Your name's on something at the end of the season. Not the success that you won. Do you get me? But to me, that's a successful season, isn't it? For now. Because we're taking steps. Arteta's been in the job 5 minutes. I ain't seen fault straight away. I see the team playing badly, but it's not always the manager. Why ain't no one look at the fucking players? Them man, they're supposed to be some decent football players, man. Pull up your socks and go and get dirty, bro. You get me? Play for the shirt. You're playing like you don't really care.
So if you was Arsenal manager, right? Let me just put my charger in for my laptop. If you was the Arsenal manager, yeah, who would you take out of that team right now?
Xhaka.
Yeah.
Definitely. Willian, because he seems to be playing every week. Pepe.
You what? You would get rid of him?
Yeah. Get rid of Pepe.
You think he's had a fair chance though?
I think he can't get a fair chance because of how much he costs. I think everyone's spoken about him and it's been like raw. You see what I'm saying? That's just what I personally think. I just think he can't. And you look at someone like Ziyech that went for flipping less than him, and I really wanted Ziyech when I see him at Ajax doing his thing. You see what I'm trying to say to you in that team? But yeah, I'll get rid of Pepe. I think he's just not first team, innit? Like Willian, people are getting vexed we signed Willian. He didn't cost us anything. I'm sorry, I can't get vexed about something like that. He didn't cost us nothing. We needed him for the board.
You're paying him big money, though, no?
Yeah, but we're paying them big money because that's what you're doing. You get them for free. They get a big contract in it. It didn't cost you any money. But we got him to be a squad player, and he's ended up being almost like a first teamer.
Yeah,
and that's what the problem is. That's what it looks. So it looks like we've made that signing to replace someone or to to be in first team. He wasn't supposed to be first team. We was picking players up, and we was looking like, okay, we picked up a few people. So it's hard to pick the first team because I don't know. I'm still struggling with the formation. Do you get me?
Well, this is what when we was talking earlier, and I was saying the Tottenham game yesterday.
Yeah.
And I looked at a few things where I think Jamie Carragher then was talking on Monday Night Football. They was analysing it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I noticed what they was talking about was the fact that Tierney and Bellerin were playing very high up the pitch, like almost like Robinson Trent sort of vibes.
Yeah.
And left the two centre backs kind of isolated.
Yeah.
Tottenham picked out the space in the midfield because there was no midfield to kind of back the defence, and that's where they was carrying you and getting joy. And that's where the 2 goals came from. Now, usually, or when Arteta was playing in the summer, when you when you beat City and you beat us, Bellerin and Tierney, I don't know if he was playing the back 3 then. I think he was playing the back 3 then.
Yeah.
I think he was playing the back 4. He was more solidly defensive because they was more of a unit. They weren't so open.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel that Arteta went. That's why I feel Arteta went a bit more gung ho, like he went through it, where he should have maybe been a bit more pragmatic and kept it more defensive because Mourinho's not going to really attack because that's not his game. Do you get me?
Yeah, and I think the reason why he didn't do that, I still don't understand why, but I think his thinking behind it could have been a few. One could have been that if I play defensive and Mourinho's going to play defensive, what sort of game of football is it going to be?
He's going to stink out the game. The game's going to be stinky. But you don't lose.
But you're going to get a draw. Yeah.
You don't lose. You get a point, innit? So it's either you get a point and go with the point, or you get beat up.
But there's no guarantee you'll get a point as well. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you know you're not getting much goals, and we've been doing that recently, and we've been losing to teams 1-0 or 2-0, whatever. Do you get me? Yeah. So I think he had to thought to himself, you know what? Sometimes the best form of defense is attack. You get me? And I thought, you know what? We'll try to keep it as solid as we can. And I think he was hoping Xhaka and Partey would do enough. But Partey's that box to box. He don't sit. You can see when he likes to come forward and play them passes and link.
Good player.
He's a box to box. So you don't really. Xhaka should be the one sitting to help flipping Gabriel and whoever. So it was as a holding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the pace is mad. Like Son is. I don't forget how quick he is. He's quick, man.
Son's a bad boy, man. So he's sick.
But then it was almost like schoolboy. Do you know what I mean? It was almost like schoolboy. Like we just thought and the crossing to the box all of that. It was just a waste of time and playing that ball up to Kane and Kane coming deep through it. He's been doing it every single game of watching him. I'm like, this brother is.
But this is what I'm saying. That Arteta, it felt like Arteta didn't plan for the game. I don't know if you agree. It seems like he didn't plan for it because we all know what Kane's going to do in it. We know how he's been playing.
The reason why you can't say that though is because we didn't plan for those two defensively. We made 2 mistakes in it because they didn't keep doing it to us. I think they did it 3 times. Yeah, I think it happened 3 times. 2 of them we got the goal from. Yeah. But if you check it, he definitely planned for the game because we went out to try and win that game and score a goal, and we had a lot of chances and a lot of joy down the flanks. It was happening for us, bro. Like down the flanks, both sides, but then balls into the box are weak. But then
that's what I'm saying. If you're getting down the flank and you're crossing into who? You don't have a Giroud.
No, there was people in the box. Don't get twisted, bro. It wasn't just all the time there was no one in the box. There was times we've had chances, bro. If you really even go back in the first half when I said to you what Aubameyang done, 3 of us was in the box just then. A couple of times the same thing happened again. But there were decent opportunities whereby if you played the right pass, we could have tested the goalkeeper. No, there was no shots. And then in the second half, we did the same thing. And Lacazette is the only time when he tested them off the header.
But this is what I'm saying. So if he's gonna go down the wing with the fullbacks, and you're gonna whip crosses in and all these things, you've got no man on the end of them though. You got no big man. You got no target man to hit.
The big man wasn't doing his job. And this is the problem is he's giving him an opportunity, thinking, right, I've still got to play to him. You've still got to play to him.
Aubameyang's not that sort of player though, is he? He's a man who's going to run them behind and all that. He's not a man to be like a target man sort of vibe.
It goes back to what I think I haven't even said it yet, but someone already said it. Yeah, we ain't got no creativity in that team, and that's why the question why is Ozil not playing. But
so
the team, he wasn't even being that creative player. He was supposed to be, but it wasn't working.
So here's my next question. Because I've asked Skits. Who wants to ask? I asked Joel. Who wants Fox? I've had about 3 or 4 Arsenal man on. Skits said no Ozil. Joel said yes Ozil. Fox said no Ozil. So what are you saying?
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. The reason why I'm finding it difficult, I'd have to answer anyway, but the reason why I'm like, if you're not going to get no one in to play that position, then there's no reason why you should leave him out. That's my saying on it. So I don't know if that answers the question, because I'm saying I'll say no Ozil and get someone else in.
But if you can't get no one else in,
If
you've
you
got
can't get no
Ozil.
one else in, there's no point leaving him there. But you can't do nothing about it now. But it doesn't make any sense. If you got someone that's supposed to want to do, he could give us that boost. You know, when Ozil first land, you know how it goes already, and he's got Lengman around him at the moment, people that he can trust. Do you get me?
Mm.
Like I think Skip said it before when he looked up, he said that Wolby was there or something like that. Like, I was laughing because it's like, right, for real. I'm looking at Ozil and I'm looking up and I'm seeing a Wolby.
Man see the Wolby in that.
But now you're looking up, you're seeing a Lacazette that can do his thing when he's ready. Aubameyang, you get me? That done his thing over Dortmund and is a recognised player. Do you get me? Like, you've got man around you can think to yourself, okay, then, you know what, things could happen. Yeah? So he could come in, and if he changes things up for 3 or 4 games, bro, then all of a sudden he goes back to being Stink Ozil again. Yeah? We've just done something, innit? But I just don't think you could be leaving something like that on the bench that can potentially cause damage, and you've got no one else to replace him. So in January, we got to get who's the guy for Aura, and that another you as well. My son showed me him, bro. Is it Leipzig? That RB, like, was it that team there?
Who, the defender?
No, attacking midfielder, you, bro. There's another brother that my son was telling me about. Anyway, he looked cold.
Okay.
Yeah, we're supposed to be looking for him in January. But you've got to get someone to sit inside there to make things happen. Because somebody else looks like he's going to do it from time to time. And then he just has a stinker. Like,
yeah, he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
Yeah, he's not
good
consistent.
Enough.
He's not consistent. And I think we've got too many players in the team at the moment, are in the first team that aren't consistent enough to be in that first team. But we've got no one else inside there to replace them. And the only replacements that we have are the children. And I don't see no reason why you can't just risk these children, bedroom, because they can't be doing any worse than what the first team's doing. Put them inside there, bro. Put a couple of them inside there. They only left Saka. They put Saka in. Saka is still a youth. He's still a youth, but he played in that Tottenham game. Do you get me? And he probably
he's probably your best. I think he's your best player. I think.
Yeah.
Saka's your best player, and that's what is he? 19, 20?
Yeah, 20. He's 18 or 19, bro. 18.
Then we shouldn't be talking about Arsenal and talking about relying on an 18-year-old or making the 18-year-old do the stuff. That's not how it should be.
But we're talking about our kids: Maitland-Niles, Martinelli, what's it? Willock, Balogun. They just put him on the other day. The American youth who was born in America, whatever. Eddie. Do you get me? All of these youths that was in the youth team together, and they're all coming up. And they've all said, Arsenal got this great youth team set up. They're fantastic. They're coming up to do their thing. But to be honest with you, Bridget, you can't throw them all in the Premier League. But at the moment, things aren't going well, so you've got to do something different. These boys aren't performing. I don't know what it is, but they're just not performing, bruv. You get me?
So, in the summer, you offered Aubameyang the big contract.
Yeah.
Knowing that, how old is Aubameyang? He's what, 31?
I don't know what that.
I think he's 31. What do you offer him? Was it a 3-year or a 4-year?
I think was it a 3 or 4? I don't know. I just a lot of fucking money.
Anyway, would you, even though he's been banging for you for the past 2-3 seasons?
Yeah.
Would you have cashed in on him and got someone else?
No.
Because of his age.
No.
And whatever. And offered him that, obviously, was it 350 grand or 390 grand a week? Whatever it is you're offering him.
I wouldn't have. Because there's only doubt in anyone's mind now because he ain't scored in the last 8 games since he signed a contract. But before that, why would you? He won us the FA Cup semi-final and final. He's been our top goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? He's not like, we know he doesn't do outstanding stuff on the pitch, but he knows where the flipping net is. So, I wouldn't, if we was in for anyone else, I don't think we'll be worrying about signing Aubameyang. And there was no one else to go and get. What money? Who would we have gone on board? Like Suarez plus Atletico Madrid, no one didn't see that happening. You see what I'm trying to say to you?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't say no to Aubameyang if you got no one else lined up. So I wouldn't have said, no, you know, fuck it, don't pay him all that money and give him 3-4 years and he's that old. No, bruv. Everyone thinking was he's going to be able to come inside there and he can make the team his, innit? A bit like what Henry did. Do you get me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, own that team. Like, he could be Mr. Arsenal and be a legend. That's what he wanted to do, innit? And we were all up for it. And he's just, something's going wrong at the moment, bro. Bro, you know what? You know what we've got to remember as well, that they're human. They could have some shit going on in their personal life in their brethren. You see what I'm trying to say to you? And something just not going right. But something ain't right, and you can see it because he's better than this. And we're better than that. I don't think it's an argument thing, and then it's easy just to pass the blame and think it's this fault, it's the board, it's this, it's that. We ain't got this person, you ain't done enough, bro. Man could be going through some serious things in his life, bro. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Anything could have happened, and my guy's just not playing, bro.
Do you think is maybe the fact that, because it doesn't seem like it's just Aubameyang. It seems like the most of the squad is not confident.
Yeah, but all it takes sometimes is just one, your talisman, to be doing so badly, and no one else was scoring apart from Aubameyang. So it's not like you can somebody else.
So my next question would be: do you think maybe the fact that Ozil is not actually even in, you can't even pick him? Do you think that's maybe having an effect on the whole squad?
That could be causing a divide, but we all know that's a different reason why he's not in there. It's not because he's been playing shit.
Obviously it's political. They say political.
Yeah, so it's political. It's political. That's what I believe. It's something to say to you. So it's easy for them to turn around and say like, "Rah, no Ozil," and this is the reason why things going on, and there's a divide. Remember, anytime something goes wrong in anyone, in any situation, football, whatever in life, you always try to pass the blame. You try to find a reason behind it, isn't it? You get me? Make yourself feel a little bit better, to give yourself to try justify why things are the way they are. You see what I'm trying to say to you? And that's what could be happening right now. Like when there's no unity somewhere, brethren, like it's hard to bring that back. You get me? And all it is sometimes is one victory. And that victory can come on Sunday against Burnley, and it might just be a scrappy 1-0 victory. I don't think the victory that we're going to get is going to, when we do finally get one, because at the moment I'm like, what's going on? Every time I look into a game thinking, well, we're supposed to win this game and we don't. But I think the next victory that we get is going to be a scrappy one.
Yeah.
You get me? Not going to be something we're going to like. It might have been, we might have even been given a decision that we just about got. We was lucky to get away with or something like that. Penalty or whatever it might be.
Just something to kickstart the team.
Yeah, brethren. And that defeat against Tottenham could kickstart it. We might go in there and want to just stomp up Burnley, but we know Burnley ain't easy to just beat like that. They defend very, very well, and we ain't scoring. And look what we done in the Europa League on Thursday. I know it's Europa League, but sometimes just doing that just gives that lift to the team. I thought, no, man, we're going to do all right against Tottenham. Like, we're going to score.
Yeah, but why does he, like, well, obviously you don't know, but you got the kids them that play good in the Europa League, so then just step them up, make one or two of them start in the league. They're obviously playing good.
But that's what he done. He put Willock on. He played Willock, didn't he, against Wolves?
Did he start?
Yeah, and he gave him 60 minutes or something like that. 67 minutes. He just wasn't trying. He was trying too hard. He just weren't working.
What, against Tottenham?
No, against
in the Europa League.
No, the week before the Europa League game.
Oh, okay.
Remember Willock had the week before that one. Willock had scored one, but he had set up two, and they were talking and saying, "How comes you haven't started yet?" And then he didn't start the next game. Then he had another good Europa League game. Then he started against Wolves. And that's the game I'm saying that he might be. Jasmine said Aubameyang dead flipping now. I'm still dissing Aubameyang in people.
Yeah, Aubameyang dead. We got Jasmine. All right, next week I'm getting you on, you know, bruv. Man United.
Who does he support? United.
Yeah, he supports United.
They'll be back to doing doo-doo again, bruv. You know, you don't even know what man that's going to turn. Be like Martial. You don't know which Martial is going to turn up.
Man like Penandes. You know them way there.
No.
But yeah, I had to find a Man City fan, bro. You know the Man City fans, bro.
Hitty, bro.
Who?
Hitty.
Oh, is he Man City?
Hitty Man City, man. You should diss him all the time. Like, how you end up supporting Man City, blood?
Get his details for me. Send it to me or something so I can get on to it.
Got that, man. Skits, man.
Oh, I help Skits. I help Skits. Yeah, I help Skits. I did, bro. I'm trying to think. Who do I know that supports Man City? I don't know Man City supporters. They got like 2 supporters, bro.
It's mad. It's
Oh,
a bit like the Chelsea supporters, but I never used to see the Chelsea supporters until Abramovich turned up. And then I started seeing the shirts. I was like, real?
We got Raz talking nonsense. He's always talking nonsense about Chelsea, bro. He's a fullback, bro. Seriously.
Is he been on there yet?
No, I haven't brought him on yet. But I'll bring him on when it's a big Chelsea game. I'll bring him on. Do you get me? So, your top 4 then for this season. Take off your Arsenal hat, though.
Don't put Arsenal in there.
No, so take off your Arsenal hat. I know you're ready, but you'll put Arsenal to win the league, bro.
You know what I mean? Arsenal second. 1 point behind. No, alright, cool. Shit, the way things are right now, Chelsea winners.
To win.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, man. I just think Lampard's is going to be a jammy git, bruv. Yeah. So I think Chelsea, Liverpool. Cause I didn't think you'd be doing that well with all them players. You still look like you're going to be quite strong. So I think you'll do enough to probably finish second. Don't think you'll win it, though. Even if Chelsea don't win it, by the way, I don't think you'll be the winners. I just don't think you'll win it this season. But I'll give you second. So Chelsea, Liverpool. It should be City, but fucking hell, they're doo-doo, bro. I mean,
well, they got to be they're in the conversation. Definitely.
They're in the conversation, man. But again, you don't know what City's going to turn up sometimes. It looks all a bit weird, man. But I'll put City in.
I just think with City, I just think they didn't replace Company. Number one, they didn't replace David Silva.
Because when Company was there, Laporte was injured for most of that time. So Laporte coming in.
Yeah, but still need someone on top of that. For me.
Yes, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And then they didn't replace David Silva.
Mahrez is stepped up though.
Yeah, but he's not a David Silva replacement, bro. David Silva was different league, bro. Different league. Them like when them man they can do what they've done for 10 years, bro. That's different, bro. That's levels, bro. And they haven't replaced that.
Yeah.
And I feel that those are two big characters, isn't it, in their team, and they've been around their squad for years. And yeah, for me, they didn't replace that. So that's why I think they are where they are. I mean, Aguero's what, 32 now, 33.
Yeah,
I don't think Jesus is. I don't think he's levels like that when it comes to Aguero and him. So that's another part of the pitch where they've kind of gone down a level. So they've gone all around the pitch. They've gone down a level. I don't think KDB's been as good this season.
Yeah, but the things that they've been doing have come through him since he's come back in. I think on the weekend he set one up and scored, didn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, don't get me wrong. But he's still the best in the league, if not one of the best, definitely, if not the best in the league. But I feel that he's still a level down from where he was.
Yeah.
Which is bringing the team down a level. So I think they're in the conversation, but whether they win it or not, I don't know.
No, I don't think they'll win it. I think they'll win it next season because Messi's gonna go there. I think Messi's definitely gonna go to Man City next season. I think that's the reason why.
You think that's 100%? Because I'm hearing that Neymar's trying to court him to go PSG.
Nah, there's no point. Or to give PSG that Champions League. Depends if PSG get Champions League again, then they might try and say come over to France and and you know what?
It'd be easier for him.
If he's got the opportunity to go to to PSG, he probably will go there because I don't think Messi is built for the Premier League like how Ronaldo was built for the Premier League.
But not being funny, Messi's he's a very good player, one of the best ever. But I don't think he wants to smoke in the Premier League, bro.
No,
they will clamp him, bro.
I think he'll be happy to go PSG and just play ball like he's doing in Barcelona, easy and win the Champions League. And
because you know, man will be after him in the Prem, bro. But he won't want that smoke. Man will be chopping him.
Man, that Ward Prowse, man, just lick his legs down, blood.
Man will be chopping him, bro.
Pure chop. There, blood. You know the way there, fam. Like,
yeah.
So
I think he's staying away from the Prem, to be honest with you.
I
love the Prem.
But Neymar can talk like come over to Pep. I don't even think I think he's got this thing with Pep, and I think Pep said, "Okay, I'll sign an extra 2 years with Man City." Because why is Pep gonna stay an extra 2 years? He didn't have to sign an extension because City ain't doing that. I just think there's something more to behind it anyway. I think Messi will end up at City next season, and City are gonna just win the Champions League more than likely. And
I'm not being funny though, but you think I know Messi's levels, but you think his levels likely to come and actually make City Premier League winners now at his age?
I think just the gas of him being there may do it because I'm not saying he's gonna do it by himself. I think they're still gonna have KDB. You get me, Mahrez, flipping Sterling.
Yeah.
Jesus might be stepping up, or they might get someone else. They got this Torres brother. Like I think Messi collectively with everyone else that's gonna be on that side is gonna be their finished article. Like you said, how David Silva was the thing for flipping them. Messi might come in and do the thing. Not saying him single-handedly is going to win them the league and the Champions League, but he's going to be that missing thing that they need to go and do their thing. That's what I just personally think anyway, because City are just missing something in it. Do you get me? Something? And if they get Messi and they buy anyone else that's like, wow, you've got Lionel Messi, and they can get another centre back in, like you said. You get me? But they could probably end up winning something, innit? So that's for me next season. Anything can happen next season, obviously, but that's what I think what's going to happen. So for this season, Chelsea, Liverpool, and I think third and fourth place could be anything between City, United, Tottenham, City, United, yeah, and Arsenal.
Yeah.
I had a side chance because I was going to say Everton before.
No, Leicester.
Oh shit, Leicester. No, the reason why I say no Leicester, yeah, because people are still gassed about Leicester, like Leicester are Leicester, like Leicester are the Leicester brethren. Like you won the Premier League, wicked, boom, boom, boom. You had Kante, Mahrez, Livy, that's how great they were. Vardy, like it was a mad thing that you done, yeah. But to go at them all of a sudden just be top 4 type of, I don't think they're going to be threatening all the time. I don't think their team is that great. Do you get me? The team's okay, but
You don't think so?
their team's okay, bro. Like
You wouldn't take some of them players out of the Leicester team.
Yeah, I would, but I mean, other than the first team that they've got there, their bench ain't great. Who's their bench?
You're not showing them there.
Yeah, their bench ain't great, bruv. So yes, I'll definitely take some of their players out. They're not shit. They're definitely. I'm not saying they're shit, but I'm just saying I can't see Leicester as established Champions League top 4 team yet. Do you get me? I can't. Tottenham's been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years, so I'll just be a hater for me to turn around and say no, they can't be considered for top 4, of course. Do you get me? But I think Leicester still got a few years finishing in Europe for a little while, getting stronger and stronger. That's what Tottenham did. Tottenham owned Europa League, brethren. Channel 5 days. You know the way they're, brethren. Is what I'm saying. You know.
Sure.
You know, man's got to lick shots now and again still, but yeah.
So do Arsenal have a bad chance of finishing top 4 than Leicester?
Yeah, man. Not better chance, equal amount. Sorry, not better, equal. But I think because we're so used to doing it, and we just, I don't know, it's just like almost like embedded in for us to just finish and just do what it is we need to do and get into a position. 3rd time lucky, innit? Or 4th time lucky, whatever it is now, bro. We got to win that Europa League, that's all I know. You understand me?
Well, that could be a problem, bro, because I'm looking at the leagues and that.
Teams,
But it could be a Real Madrid, bro. It could be a Real Madrid in the Europa League.
But to be honest with you, Real Madrid didn't even, the season's so mad, Real Madrid on a mad thing, but it'll be a nice, we beat Real Madrid last time we got to the Champions League final to us. You know that way there? Well, obviously that was Henry days. Oh, man. I miss that nigga, man.
Sign him up, man. Sign him up.
Oh, dog, that nigga. Man just said,
Even Dennis.
You know, man.
Even Dennis, bro.
Oh, fam. You know, over this lockdown quarantine, the first major one, man was watching Premier League years, innit? Man got to the Henry days,
Bro, you get vexed to watch that.
Blood, I used to sit down there and be like, fucking hell, bro. I used to be like, what? Bro, you know how nice that was?
My opinion on the whole Arsenal thing is Arsenal fans need to give it time.
100%.
Like, you need to give it time. It is a process. It's going to be rubbish in the beginning. But what you do need to do is you need to see improvement. That's what's going to keep the fans on side, isn't it?
We've seen improvement, though, I think. I just think we've just been shit the last 3 or 4 games. Even with improvement, you can still have shit performances. And I think our shit performances have come just 3 or 4 games. We've won in Europe, so it's not all bad. I'm not saying Europe, and Europe ain't just, it's just easy like a walk in the park. It ain't, because you've seen teams lose in Europe. Look what happened to Tottenham. They were winning, Dele Alli, 3-2. Yes, 90th minute, and then they went in there and drew 3-3. Do you get me? Like, it's not like it's just a walk in the park. You see what I'm trying to say to you? So we definitely got to be given time. Give Arteta time. Definitely.
But this is what I'm saying with the fans, like with your, I think your fan base is quite divided. Like one side will say, yeah, keep him in, and the other side will say, no, we don't want it no more. We want to see improvement.
I think the other side that say that, man, sometimes they're not even really fans, though, innit? Because if you know football, you expect a man to come in that's never managed anyone before. You get me? Come and manage this team that's been struggling for God knows how long since Wenger. Even while Wenger was there, we were still. Come in and do a job straight away. Like, they were happy with Arteta when he won the FA Cup. They were happy with Arteta when we got into Europe. to Europe. You get me? They were happy with Arteta when we began the first few games, and we didn't do too badly. 1-2 drew, lost 2. You see what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't too bad. You get me? And then we've just had. Now it's mad. 1-4, drawn 1, lost 6.
Do you think we should have sold Martinez? It's a good shout.
No.
I think the keeper. I think he's sick.
No.
You see the back end of last season. So the COVID season. He was in goal for the last 6 games or something like that. Or was it longer than that?
Didn't concede.
That stretch of the run that he had in there, he was sick.
Yeah.
Like the game he had against us when you beat us, he was saving everything. I was thinking, where's this guy? And where's this guy been? Like, where's he been all this time? Like he's been on your bench just chilling.
Yeah, been there 10 years. And the reason why people ask that question now, and I think people got to remember, that before Martinez came in and had that game, or those games I should say, and had that run, we wasn't angry with Leno. We were happy with Leno. Leno's a very good keeper. Do you get me? He has made some mistakes, but I think we recognise them more now because of what we had in Martinez. But Martinez hasn't done blinding at Villa. He's had some good games. Don't get it twisted. He's a very good keeper, but our problem was we had 2 number 1 keepers, and we didn't know we had 2 number 1 keepers before. And Martinez didn't know he was a number 1 keeper before. He just wanted to be given his chance. And as soon as he realised he's number 1 keeper, he thought to himself, I can't come and play second fiddle right now. And Arteta had to choose someone, and he had to respect Leno. Because before Martinez came in, bruv, Leno was our guy. He was the reason why we didn't get battered sometimes, bro. And then when he went and saved those 2 penalties in Cup the other day or whatever it is at the beginning of the season, who did we play? Was it you lot? We played someone and he saved 2 penalties. No, I can't be.
No, I want to get us. In
a cup or something like that. But he just said this is just to prove you that this is, you get me, I am the number 1 keeper and that. There's been nothing wrong with Leno. I do hear what man's saying. I would love to keep Martinez, and we had 2 top goalkeepers, but Arteta did the right thing, the respectful thing, I should say. Do you get me? And he had to say, but I've got to stick by Leno. I want you to stay, but I can't just knock Leno out because you've had 6 good games. Leno's had fucking 2 seasons. You get me? Doing well and been our best player some more seasons. You get me? We would have got battered if it wasn't for him. Like, but realistically, how much saves has Leno made? Yeah.
He gets peppered.
And I think we wasn't upset with Leno before Martinez. It's not that we always was a bit shady with Martinez, with Leno. Like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's not a Leno thing. You get me? Not too sure. Then Martinez are coming and done well, and then giving us something to think about. They're giving us something to think about without even us having to think about anything, because there was nothing wrong with Leno to begin with. That's just my personal opinion, innit? And I've said it to every single Arsenal fan that I speak to. Do you get me? Like, bruv, man's got to remember that we was happy with Leno. Do you get me? He was happy with him, man. And all do well. And Martinez cried, bruv, FA Cup, because he knows what it meant to him. You get me, bruv? He's been there all this time. And for him to be given this opportunity now and leave with a medal, now he knows I can leave Arsenal, and I've respectfully stayed there all this time. Do you get me? He didn't just duck out and say, I'm better than everybody else. He was saying, no, I want to be number 1. He didn't say, I want to be past Leno. He just said, I just want to be a number 1 goalkeeper. If you're not going to give it to me, then I'm going to kick. You got to respect a man for that. Do you get me?
Yeah, true. I agree.
Yeah, man.
Win the Community Shield. Oh, the Community Shield, you beat us on penalties, right? That was penalties.
Oh, see. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, respect. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But he won that, and the penalty team saved 2 penalties, and it's just like, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, so just to reiterate, Chelsea, if I had to pick someone now, just because they're just jamming, it's been a while since they won anything, and for Lampard to come and win it, you know Lampard will be England manager soon if he goes and wins it. You get me? They talk about, you know how it goes in England, didn't it?
The gas
him or Gerrard, you get me? Because Gerrard's killing it in Rangers at the moment. It's something to say to you, but
it looks like he's gonna get the league this season.
Yeah, definitely. So Chelsea, Liverpool, and then a toss-off between City, United, Tottenham, and Arsenal, bruv. Because I don't think you can, just because we're on 15th, man, got to respect the team, blood. Do you get me?
Man, got respect, yeah. But when the Arsenal, man, the Gunners, you get me?
Yeah.
The man of the Gunners, the man of the shooters.
Shooters, Ruben. Like, it happens, innit? Don't get it twisted. Like, we'll start playing the man, be like, rah, what's going on here? Arsenal have come from nowhere. How much times have you come from nowhere and start to compete in the top 4, top 5 when we're having shit seasons? But the only thing is we won FA Cups in those seasons. 2014, 15, 17 and 20. Come on, man. Come on
You've
now.
done, like I said to Reds, even though you haven't been as good as you've been in the past, you've been winning trophies still.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason why we can still say we're the pride of North London. We keep getting beat by our neighbours.
You're not giving them up because they ain't won nothing, so you ain't giving it up.
They ain't won nothing. So, okay, they've beaten us. But imagine they beat us every season, but every season they're in relegation battle. Would that mean that they're the pride of North London? It will say no, obviously not, because they're going to be down there in relegation battle as a joke thing. But it's the same thing. You haven't got anything to show that you've done anything that shows you're better than us, apart from playing in that Champions League that we've done for God knows how long, consistently underneath Wenger. Do you get me?
I think maybe he's thinking is over the last maybe what, I don't know, let's say 5 seasons. Have they finished above you in the league? Those last 5 seasons.
Yeah, but we've got 3 FA Cups within those last 5 seasons. 3 FA Cups, 15, 17 and 20.
So then, right, okay. So then obviously as an Arsenal fan, you're going to say, right, you know what, we've got a trophy in it, so shut your mouth. But then man are going to say, well, you know what, like we talk about consistency, that gets you higher up in the league, in it. So it's like swings and roundabouts, you get me?
Yeah. But then I can't. Do you remember where Tottenham finished in those years when we won FA Cups?
No, I can Google it.
You remember who won the FA Cup in those years, though, can't you?
Well, yeah. If you're saying yeah, because I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's good. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No one don't care where you finished if it wasn't first. So in 2015, 17, and 20, if you had to ask who won the FA Cups, you can find out. You could probably remember who won them without even supporting that team.
Mm.
You get me? You ask yourself where did Tottenham finish in those same years? You can't tell me, because the only thing that matters is who finished first.
Mm.
Something that Tottenham's struggling to do for time and time again. And they think underneath Mourinho now that they're going to absolutely do it. They've got a better chance, because that's the difference they've got in their team. They've got a couple of new players. They've got a good side.
What do you think of the signings they made, though?
That Bergwijn brothers is good, man. But again, you hardly see Tottenham play, because the way Mourinho plays, he does that park and that boss shit a lot. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, all I'm seeing play this season is Son and Kane. They're just the ones that I'm seeing playing. I've not really seen anyone else on that pitch playing. To be honest with you, like, they're defending as a unit and they're attacking with pace with Son and Kane.
Yeah, so, they got the counter attacks on a lock.
Yeah. So I don't really pay attention too much to their signings, but Bergwijn, I think he's quite good. I like him. Lo Celso, I don't think has he been there since last season? Did he come in this summer? Can't remember.
No, he's been there for a couple of seasons, man. I think Poch got him.
He's just a bit like the other left footer that they've got on that side, man. Lamela. Is Lamela still there?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah. He's
a bit like him. Like, what are they doing there? Do you know what I mean? They're good squad players, but obviously, whatever happened with Eriksen happened with Eriksen. Do you know what I mean? And he was good for them. But
what was that talk about? He was coming to you, though.
Yeah, I don't know why that talk was there, bruv. Still 1-1. I don't know why that talk was there, bruv. Like, that is a madness. Like, this is what I'm saying. We can't get linked with rejects. They get passed around all over the place. Do you get me? And then they come to Arsenal.
When they're looking for a contract now, they think, yeah, Arsenal, we're going to get that big tick.
Yeah, and then we start thinking, like, yeah, well, they can do a job for us. Like, come on, it's not about just doing a job. It's about getting someone in that's going to be first team and it's going to be making us challenge and go back to what Wenger spurt us with. Because basically, really and truly, we were spurt through Wenger. Before Wenger, there was nothing. He's coming to transition through football and everything else, and Wenger's helped us to be where we are now. So we're spoiled. So now we're looking.
But the thing is, the whole Wenger thing, yeah, because the talk was, you lot got the new stadium, and then when you lot get the new stadium, that was gonna bring in more revenue for you guys to then spend money. It wasn't that talk.
Yeah. But then they lied to us. Spend more money after we paid for that stadium. This I'm just saying to you. Then they were talking about paying for that stadium. Then remember, it took us 6 years to pay for that stadium, I think it was. And then they said, yes, we paid for the stadium, now we can start spending the money. Now the money that's coming in now belongs to us, because it doesn't. That's why we had to initially call it the Emirates Stadium, because we owed their money. Then when we paid them off, then we could change the name of the stadium. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we're supposed to bring in more revenue and all of that. But bro, imagine this. Imagine you not spending no peas whatsoever. Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying.
And still,
you have already spent money. But you have spent money. You have spent money, but just not to the levels of everyone else. I think that's what it is.
Mm.
So if you look at City, you look at Liverpool, you look at Chelsea. Like they've spent.
And we're not an attractive side no more. We still got the Arsenal name, but we're not an attractive side no more, though, bro.
But you know what? But Starv, you know what? You don't have to go and get attractive players, though. You don't have to go and get big, like for instance. Okay, let me go off. I can only go off the Liverpool model, innit?
Mm.
So if you look at the players that we brought in, Mane, 34 million, Salah, who was a Chelsea reject, as everyone says, 34 million or 35 million, something like that.
Mm.
Who was with Robinson, 8 million. Trent from the academy. Matip is free. Gomez was 6 million or 4 million or something like that. Virgil was expensive, obviously, 75 million. Alisson was expensive, 60 million or 65 million. But if you look around the team's not really that. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to have a good. I think the scouting system we have is really good. So they can go and identify a player that fits the mold of the team. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think Arteta, first of all, he has to decide what style of play he's going to play. Is he going to stay with his defensive model, or is he going to change that when he can get a player in? Milner's another one. An all-round player that can play in any frigging position on the pitch. Yeah. Like, you need them sort of man in your team. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, Maitland Niles is going to be that in years to come, because that guy...
Yeah, well, he's a new Oxlade, isn't it, for true?
You know what I mean? Like, he can do anything. But, yeah, a scouting system is poor. It was good, obviously, years ago when we used to have connects in France and all
France,
when
you know
what I mean? But France ain't won the World Cup and been doing things. They ain't got no good youth players coming up no more. We ain't got no connects like that. Our scouting system's not that great. But I don't know what it is that's going to have to happen. I think the players we've got there aren't good enough to win the league, no way. Do you know what I mean? But good enough to compete. And I think we need to start playing a bit better and hopefully get someone in. But who do you get in? We just need to I just think we personally need to get in an attacking midfielder. Someone that can play attacking midfield, and then we've almost finished. Because you're going to get someone that's going to create those chances and score those goals. That's what attacking midfielder does, isn't it? So if you get an attacking midfielder that does both, and there's some out there, like you said, you can get someone for cheap that is doing very, very well at some of these smaller clubs. To get me and come and fit in that mold that we've got. Link up with Aubameyang and Lacazette. You get me? You've got the youth players that are already doing their thing already. Yeah, then you've got Partey that hopefully can stay fit now, because I don't know how they'll get injured at Atletico Madrid and then he's injured now. I know it's a bit mad because it's COVID times and players are getting injured at the moment, but it's crazy. But you see what he does and the difference he brings to the side. Do you get me?
Yeah, he definitely makes a difference. But I think, was he rushed back then? Yesterday?
I don't know, but it might look like he was. I think if we never had Tottenham that game and we had someone like, I don't know, an Everton or whoever, someone else other than Tottenham in a big game.
You don't play him?
No, I don't think he's playing. I think he played because it's Tottenham and he was doing all right. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's tackle or what. But he was controlling it, winning, cleaning things up. And we still didn't do badly. We lost the game 2-0 and it was 2-0 in the first half.
Do you think we should have signed Berama? How much did he go for? West Ham. He gone to West Ham, didn't he? How much did he go for?
Nah, man. Getting him is like getting someone like Benayoun. Do you know what I mean? Like
they use a baller, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you is that we get them sort of players that can just that can turn up from time to time. Like the people be like, "What we doing buying him?" You're supposed to be getting someone that can consistently come and do something. Like, he's a good player. Why do we need good players? It's okay. Like, we've got enough of them inside the side, and it's not working. We need to get someone in that is going to go and make a difference. Would he be starting? No.
So who would you go and buy right now, attacking midfielder-wise then? Who would you go and get?
I'm trying to remember this youth's name my son told me about, Bridget. I can't remember who he plays for.
Did you say RB Leipzig?
I'm gonna call him now, see if he'll wake up, bruv. Because I'm seriously there's a player that he showed me about goals. We're looking at him, yeah. Him and obviously we're gonna get that youth there. Our, yeah. Get him, but I don't know what's happening. Hello, for real. Who's that player? Yeah, the attacking midfielder that you said we were gonna be getting at you, man. You're showing me. Dominic Zaberslide. Who's he play for? Salzburg. I think he played for Salzburg. Dominic.
Oh, I think we're linked with him as well. You know.
Yeah. All right, cool. Dominic, was it Slazenberg? All right, cool. All right, nice one. All right, later. All right, bro. Yeah, him.
I think we're linked with that same player. You know.
Yeah, he showed me his thing. Oh my god, he was Mega Man for fun. He was beating the ball from deep and carrying it forward. He was taking shots, showed a couple of goals. He looked good. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
but then, okay, you say that, but he's in what, the Austrian league?
Yeah.
Just like we bought Minamino from the same team. We bought Minamino from the same. He was doing bits over there as well, and he's finding it hard. It's different league, isn't it? Different league.
They're gonna find
it. I mean,
I think
different culture.
Two different positions, though, bro. I know it's probably going to say it might be harder to play the position that I'm talking about, the cam position, but that Minamino, brother, he looked.
He's a cam. He's a cam.
Is he a cam? I thought you put him as a striker, bro.
No, he's a cam. He's a cam, but he does obviously like he can't play because he can't really do what he can't do what Bobby does, isn't it? He can't do what Bobby does. No way.
Yeah.
Because Bobby's got the flair. Bobby's got the skill. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make that work. Whereas he's more of a get the ball, give him goal, 1-2s, that sort of running. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not like
maybe not even that. Maybe his style of football that he was playing over there. So is it Salzburg?
Yeah, Salzburg.
Yeah, Salzburg. Maybe his style of football doesn't suit playing down at Anfield, bro. It could be that. And he'll go to another side and he'll be able to do all of that as well, be able to express himself. Remember, he's probably one of the big fish over there, isn't it? He's coming over where he's a small fish now.
There is that. And I think I spoke, I don't know if I was speaking with, I think it was Skits I was talking to. And he was saying that football's about systems now, and it is. It's about systems. If you got the right players to play in a system, then it's going to work. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think, like I said, I can only identify with Liverpool that we only go for a certain player, innit?
Yeah.
Like if that player don't fit the mold of the team, then he can't come.
And you've got it to a T. Because if you drop a man out and put him in, it's exactly the
same
same
thing. It's the same thing.
You don't look like anything different because they're playing exactly the same way as the other person will play in that same position. Do you get me?
I think where Arsenal are at right now, I don't think they have that. I don't think Arsenal have that right now.
No. Definitely not.
And I think Man United are probably in that same bracket as well.
Yeah. And Tottenham, at the moment, personally, they said it as well a lot throughout the game, that Tottenham are almost buying into Mourinho's system. And Kane touched the ball 4 times in his attacking.
Yeah.
Them man there are all defending. Like, no one's played well. So I can't say who's played well on the pitch. Because they haven't played. All they've done is defended. And when I checked, I was like, for real, we've just been attacking. Tottenham have just been nothing. Nothing. And they've bought into that system with Mourinho. Park the bus, we'll get a goal. That's what I'm saying. You got to go down against Mourinho, but it's a problem if you're not just a shooter. Do you get me? And you can't just break down teams. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, well, I saw the way they was defending yesterday against you lot, and I was thinking, wow, the got like 9 men behind the ball.
Bruv, they did.
Literally.
And then they can attack with pace. Because remember, they're not even losing no energy.
No, this is where, but they can't because they're defending the whole game, so they ain't going to be using
so when they're ready to attack, 75
when they're countering mad. Like, I still don't think they're better than us at countering, but
it's like
they're good.
It's like fresh legs. You get me? It's like fresh legs for them. They just counter attack, and it's a crazy team. You understand me?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah,
look, I think we've got them coming up in 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks.
Yeah, just
because we've got them coming. It's gonna be. I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried.
Don't worry. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, people are sending messages to, like, obviously in football groups and man them chatting like, man was like, please Liverpool, please win the league. I said to myself, nah,
who said that?
I was in with Big Wayne and them, yeah.
Yeah.
Group, Wiley and them inside there.
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it and said to them, and they please win Liverpool, please win the league. I said, yo, don't get yourself carried away. Tottenham beat us, and now you think they're in contention for winning the Premier League, and you're begging Liverpool to win the league. I said, brethren, allow it, fam. Don't get carried away, man. And I'm trying to let people know, do not get carried away. It was one game. Okay, then we know what's going to happen this season, and it ain't going to be Tottenham winning the Premier League. It's not happening. It's something to say to you. So don't watch nothing. Yeah,
If,
you might just do
if,
your thing and don't be worried about playing them because
nah, you know what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried. The thing is,
don't be
the only
worried.
reason why I worry is because of our injuries. Because we've been decimated the whole season.
But look what you're doing. This is what I don't
But
understand.
it's the system. It's the system.
This is why I'm saying to myself, right, you man are still gonna finish in like second. Like I don't think you winning it. I just don't think I just been a bit of me's bad mind. Yeah, straight. Straight. I can't even lie, you get me.
That's it. Yeah, maybe it's bad man.
Yeah, a bit of me's bad mind. But also I'm thinking to myself, the team that you got weren't built to just go on and dominate. I just don't think it was gonna happen like that. I don't think there's gonna be no domination in the Premier League for a little while. Because
I think it's hard to dominate. I think it's hard to dominate the Premier League nowadays.
Then dominating times is gone now, so I don't think no one's gonna do it. So
yeah, because everyone's on an even kill now, isn't it? There's money in the Premier League. Everyone's got money. Brighton's got money. Friggin' Fulham's got money, and they're bottom of the league.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas before, when it was the top four, it's only the top four that had money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely even Stevens on the fact that anyone Brighton can go and buy a player for 50 million. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas that couldn't happen before.
Compete and give you a good game, and you don't think because I'm going to Brighton, I'm going to go out there and win.
Yeah, exactly. You go to them teams now, you're thinking, wow, I'm in for a game right now. Like, this is going to be a game regardless. Go to a Wolves or you go to even a Sheffield United, they're at the bottom. They're going to give you a game.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas if you look at the other leagues, the French league, the Spanish league, they're not like that. The top 2, 3, and then the rest of them are trash. So, yeah, boy.
It's difficult. You can never call it. But like I said, don't be worried. I think it'll be a good game if Tottenham decide to play. And because you learn just not on this defending thing, you man just attack your best.
Well, you know what it is, yeah? So you see so the way you lot played with the with the fullbacks high, that's how we play.
Yeah.
Southampton, I think you're going to keep 15, bro.
This is nuts.
Bro, that's a firing shot, but you've been firing shots all evening, bro.
And you know what John about it is? I saw the penalty from Danny Ings, so I'm not even saying that, you know.
He's thinking now, Brighton, look at the Brighton going for.
Yeah, boom. I was like, fuck.
What was I saying? Yeah, the way you guys played yesterday against them, where you've got Bellerin and you've got Tierney high up the pitch. Now, that's how we play in it. Robertson and Trent they're wingers. At the moment,
that man that can play balls better than my man. Them to say,
yeah. Trent's the best in the league at that. No one can't chat to him when it comes to pinpointing crosses. Yeah, no one can chat to him. And Robinson is on the other side. We've got two men that can do the same thing. But I think where they will try and catch us out is we don't have pace at the back. Remember, we've got no Van Dijk, we've got no Gomez. We've got Fabinho and Matip, who have got no pace. So unless they're positioned properly, where they can cut out balls or whatever, it's going to be difficult. So it depends on who he plays in the midfield. And we don't have much options because we've got so much injuries. We can only play Henderson, Wijnaldum, and maybe the young youth, Curtis.
Curtis plays out wide though, innit?
No, Curtis is midfielder.
Midfielder.
Yeah, he's still bad, but
yeah, the way he took that goal over there was Gerrard-esque. I was like, wow.
Curtis is doing stuff. This is where Klopp doesn't, even though he's been forced to do it, he's playing the young boys, isn't it? He's playing them. He's not trying to play a person that can't play in a certain position out of position. He's just playing whoever he's got in positions. He's playing them, innit? He's playing the young youths and letting them play. We've got the right back, Nico Williams, decent, 19. There are a couple good games. The goalkeeper, the young 20-year-old goalkeeper he's put in goal, 2 clean sheets against Ajax and Wolves. They're not rubbish opponents, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, commands, that Adrianu, oh, bro. He's probably the worst goalkeeper I've probably ever seen. And that's saying something, bro. We've had Mignolet, we've had some dead keepers, bro. Carrias, we've had some rubbish ones, bro. But this guy, bro, he takes the biscuit, bro. But
you know what? You don't keep the ball so well. He don't get exposed too much. So when you see it, it's mad. But you don't still come out and you don't lose games because of him. You see what I'm saying?
Because of Adrian?
Yeah. Well, what have you lost? Who have you lost?
Oh, brother, he was in the 7-2, bro. He was shocking, bro. Shocking.
You say them 7 goals were his fault?
No. There wasn't all his fault. But I just think that because, like when you've got a good goalkeeper behind you as a defender, you feel at ease. when you've got a decent keeper that can command your box and
yeah.
you're shouting at people and all these things. But he doesn't do that, bruv. The only thing he's good at is shot stopping. That's the only thing he's good at.
Right, but then again, that says the same thing about having a good striker. And if your striker isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing, you don't feel at ease. You feel like, where's that goal's going to come from? And you're working hard. You just don't know where to pass the ball and things ain't coming together. That's what's happening at the moment at Arsenal. Real talk, do you get me?
Yeah.
And what's happening with someone that we know is good enough, to get me, but he's just not doing anything. You're vexed when you've got someone in goal that you know is not good enough, and it gets you guys on edge. We've got someone that we know is good enough and not doing it, so we think, what the fuck are we going to do? We turn to the bench. There's no one else we can put on the bench that's supposed to do that. Do we ever take him off? You're having a stinker and you're playing 19 minutes every single fucking game. You're better not faking an injury and coming off. Do you get me?
Yeah, because you look at who you got to bring on, Nketiah, he's not levels really like that. He's all right, he's good, but he's not levels.
Work hard.
I think Martinelli would be, when he comes back, I think he's going to make a difference.
Bruv, trust me.
I think he will make a difference.
I just think at the moment, we ain't got enough going on. We've got to buy something else. I think if Aubameyang and Lacazette were both scoring, then I don't think there'll be a problem. We've scored 10 goals this season. Son scored 10 goals this season. You hear that fuckery's there?
Yeah, I think Salah scored 11, I think.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
We're not scoring. If Lacazette and Aubameyang both had, at least one of them was on double fingers for this season, bro, and the other one was on 7 goals, you get me? It wouldn't look so bad. That we've got 2 of our strikers that are both scoring goals. We wouldn't think to ourselves, we need to get another striker and another goal scorer. We'll see, we get another attacking midfielder to make something creative that could be another little source of goals and everything else. Do you get me? But right now, we're thinking, we get an attacking midfielder. Who's going to really pass to you? Because Lacazette and Aubameyang aren't consistent enough. There's something's going wrong with them at the moment. So we get bringing someone else in, and he'll be trying to find passes and doing everything else, and it's just not working. Thinking, what the fuck am I doing here?
I think you're right. I think you need. We're looking at the league table. Well, Southampton are 5th. What? Yeah, they're doing bits.
You've got 24 points. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got better goal difference than us.
And we've got 13 points. 11. We win on the weekend. Crystal Palace lose. Okay, we go 11th. Dickhead team.
You might have got -4 goal difference, but that's P-bad.
I know, it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair, you know.
Not fair. It's not fair.
All right, we're going to end this stream in a minute. Quick thing. Boxing, watching that?
Yeah, man.
We saying? Joshua?
I always got to say Josh, innit? You dumb. Think I can bet on the other day?
What, he doesn't say Pulev now?
Nah, Bridget, man can't be betting on my man, bro. Black Lives Matter, fam. Get me? And you Joshua all day, go out there and do the damn thing. Real talk.
And Joshua and that, I think Joshua's going to win, you know. I can't believe that.
Man. You get me?
I'll be shocked if he loses. I'll be shocked.
You get me?
Yeah. Did you watch the Tyson thing before we go?
Yeah, bro. He's an animal, bro.
Yeah, he's looking mad in that.
Bro, if you're saying Roy Jones, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it.
No, I think I won the fight. I think we won the fight. I think I won the fight. We'll do it again if you want.
And he just walked off when he finished interviewing as well. Just walked off.
He ganked it, bro. He ganked it. Roy Jones looked like he didn't want it, bro. He didn't want the smoke.
Yeah. It was a good fight, though. It was actually a really good fight.
It wasn't good. It wasn't enjoyable. We got David saying, when is Pepe back? Oh, yeah, because he got red card, didn't it?
Yeah, but why we Oscar when he's back? Joke, he's just not doing enough. 3 games, innit? So this was his 2nd game, innit?
Yeah, it must be, yeah. Because he played in Europa League, innit? You can play in Europa League.
Yeah.
So you'll probably play him in that.
So he can't play against Burnley. And then,
To be fair, against Burnley, he wouldn't work anyway. That game ain't for him.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He needs to put in Maitland-Niles, Willock, Saka. You get me? And just do some madness there. You get me? Seriously, bro. He just needs to just put them inside there, bro. Just let them work hard inside there, bro. What's his name? Partey's going to be out again. Probably.
Yeah, that's thing. I heard it's about 3 months.
Seriously?
That's what I'm hearing. Let me see. That's what I'm hearing. 12 weeks, that's what someone said to me. Can't remember who told me. Let's see.
And why did you stop playing Partey and El Nene? Even though I'm definitely not El Nene fan, but them two had something going on, bro.
Yeah, that works still. Not gonna lie, that works.
What was going on here? Because with El Nene, he's like, because I just want to play. I want to listen to everything that you say. So if you told me to play here, I want to play here. And he listened to whatever Arteta told him to do in it. So it looked like, right, he was doing a good job in it. He wasn't trying to do anything over extravagant. You get me? He just done his thing.
Yeah.
But don't tell me Partey's out for fucking 12
Okay,
weeks.
reoccurrence. So what did he have? A hamstring.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't really rush back. You can't really rush back hamstrings, you know.
There was a thigh injury actually. I don't think it was hamstring.
Oh, but the fight. Oh yeah, thigh strain. Reoccurrence of thigh strain during the defeat. Oh, this is yesterday. This is from yesterday though. Or maybe he's probably gonna have to have scan. He's probably had a scan today and all those things, and they probably don't know until give it a couple of days in it, see what happens.
Yo, Saliba, listen, I don't even know what's going on with Saliba because you know another thing about Saliba quickly before we go, yeah? You see Saliba now?
Did a family member die or something?
I don't know what happened, but remember he went back on loan, innit? And obviously Corona happened, so it halted his progress that he wanted him to have another season of progress, is it, before he put him into the first team, innit?
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happened. Do you get me? So he's in the squad, and he said, I remember Arteta said it's very upsetting that's happened with Saliba, so that might make sense because I didn't know what had happened. So maybe he did lose a family.
I think a family member died or something like that. So he had the Corona thing. He obviously didn't get much games because the French league stopped in it. The Premier League wasn't like the Premier League. He didn't come back.
No.
Right. So that kind of stopped his progress in the fact that he wasn't playing no games. And I'm sure a family member died or something like that.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? But then again, he's supposed to be dark here. But obviously we got Mari that's done well as well. He's come back. Remember when we came back from that Corona thing there, Mari got injured. He got injured.
Oh.
I can't remember who he played against. He got injured, got ankle injury. Could have been against City. No, City. And Luis came back, and Luis came on. Remember? It was against City.
Yeah.
But
because to be fair, bro,
are both left-footed, bro. And it's like Saliba. I can't remember if he's left-footed or not, bro. Because Arteta likes his left-footed players, but it come like Mari and Gabriel can't play with each other because they're both playing that central part of defense.
Yeah.
So if you play that free, you can still play as a left. You probably can do it, but it's gonna seem a little bit unbalanced. You get me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I like Saliba. He's dark as well. Do you know what I mean?
Holding and them man, they should be nowhere near the first team, bro. I'll be honest with you. Holding and them man there, bro.
Injuries, bro. Since we lost Gary Lewin, bro, it turned ridiculous, bro. How many years ago? To get me?
Bro, man.
Real talk. Injuries has been mad. You get me?
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to get all these men in, that German man is supposed to be good, all these people, bruv. Whatever's happening. We used to blame Wenger and what used to make them train twice a day and eat certain
Yeah, but remember, probably with Wenger, bruv, even though you had your style of play, you was more possession-based, innit? If Arteta's trying to make that pressing thing, but that pressing thing ain't a joke, you know, bruv. It's not a joke.
Yeah,
Did you see when Klopp first come in, the first year he come in, did you see how many people got injured, bruv?
Yeah.
In the first, 6 months?
Yeah.
He's telling man to run, you know, we've even been doing the training. You had no pre-season, he's telling man to run.
Yeah.
You're gonna get them muscle injuries, man.
Yeah.
Like how we're getting now.
We're playing more games now as well, so I understand it.
Well, the look, Oxlade, muscle injury. Keita, muscle injury. Van Dijk, knee. Milner, hamstring. Thiago, he got taken out. He ain't been back since. Who else is injured? Alisson, I don't even know what happened to him. Hamstring, I think. Who else? The only saving grace has been the front four, bro.
Yeah,
that's
even Trent got
Trent was come back yesterday. Yeah, Trent was, I think he was calf.
Yeah, and he came back yesterday.
But that's nine. That's 9 players that would go in the first team, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
We're still wiping man 4-0 though. Get me?
We'll soon be back to wiping man 4-0 anyway, bro. You get me? Then all this will be forgotten, innit? And I'll be talking to the top man there and I'll be saying, yo, Wagwan fam.
So next year, next year when I get the thing set up properly and every man's going to be on the screen at the same time, we're going to have another conversation. Yeah, and we're going to see where everyone is.
Yeah. When it's a big weekend of football, you know, sometimes there's loads of games, 3 games.
Yeah. Be proper thing, proper setup and everything, and I'm going to get a couple man involved, and it'll be proper.
Yeah. Well, respect, man.
Thanks for coming on, brother. Thanks for coming on. It's been good.
Good show.
It's going to be on YouTube as well, so I'm going to put it up on YouTube. I'll probably do it tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube, and I'll send you the link or whatever. You can send it to a couple man or whatever. So put in your groups and that, so people can watch the thing.
We do. You edit it up. You condense it. You're not professional.
Man, no condense. Nah, man. Just put the whole thing up, bro. No condensing, but this is raw.
Still, say no more. You get me? Big up Redz anyway. You get me?
Big up Redz for coming on as well. And what I'll do is I'll get you, man, on the. I'll get you on. Yeah, I'll get you on for the Liverpool game. Next Liverpool game, Arsenal Liverpool. I'll get you on.
Fucking hell, mate.
You know to come up with that one. You're nervous.
No, man, come on there, blood, but there's no what's gonna happen, fam. You get me? There's no what's gonna
Wait,
happen.
that's at your place, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's at your place. Because we played you at home. That's at your place. Big up David. Big up the crew.
But you might have the things set up big by then anyway, so every man might be on there, but man will be on there anyway.
Hopefully, because I don't even know when we're paying you again, but hopefully, I'm looking to do it by January, hopefully. I'm looking to do it, so.
Say no more.
End of January should be done, hopefully. It's going to get everything set up. Yeah, man.
Rest in peace to my brother Ely as well, you know. You get me?
Rest
1
in
year
peace.
today. You get me?
Okay. Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace.
Cool. Have a good dream.
You get me? 6'5". Apple and them man there. You get me? Big up my dog PJ, Peter Johnson, my real goodness out here. How you mean? You get
He's gonna, there's something about it, I swear to God. You guys are something.
Nigga BZ, you get me, fam? Come on now. How you mean? Jeez. You get me? We'll be back soon. You see what I'm saying? Big up Nico. You get me? He's a man that don't ever like to support us or move. Starve, don't talk to me about Arsenal right now.
But they're the fake supporters, but they're the support Arsenal with him, that. Nah, you don't hear from them afterwards, man.
I have to put pressure on Nico to remind him what time it is still. And he's like, yeah, for real, man. You get me? You see what I'm trying to say to you? Big up my dog. Shawnee come true. You get me? Man,
big up David as well. Guna as well in the chat. Big up David.
Yeah. Don't lie, Jay. What go on, Jeff? What you saying? You get me? So,
hey, Starvin as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I'm starting a new thing on Twitch now. I don't do Instagram no more when it comes to lives.
What's because I've got to get this Twitch. I don't even know what Twitch is, but send me.
I get that, bro. That's the new thing, bro. Get that, bro. That's the new thing. Yeah, that's the new thing, bro. Make sure you get that. All right, brother. Respect, bro.
Have a respect. Cool. Yeah. Peace out.
Cool. So that was it. North London Derby special. Very entertaining. Gonna be up on YouTube as well, so make sure you subscribe. Love Football Connect Football Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like the videos and all those things. Until next week, we'll have another special guest. Probably gonna do Man United, Man City. So I need to find a Man City fan. I'm gonna get a Man United fan on. Okay? So make sure you catch me again next week. Love Football Connect Football Podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay? Blessings.